All good things must come to an end. And all mediocre things end as well. Welcome to the finale of Side Quest Side Sesh.
Are we in that second column?
I'm not, that's really up to the audience.
Let's see what happens tonight.
It's up to you. This is it, the end of an era. We've never finished a show. We finished some just because we're like, I don't want to do disorganized play anymore. Or stuff like that. But we've never come to the end of a story. It's happening tonight, live.
Huh. I'm curious about this. I don't understand what you're saying.
Joe, your thoughts?
You didn't bring this up in any meetings? You seem to imply that, yes, it's a finale. Yes, we're finishing a module. We've done that before. But you also seem to imply that there could be more side quests. Are you saying definitively there will never be another Side Quest Side Sesh?
I don't like to say never, Joe. But I will say all questions will be answered by the end of tonight's show, which could be an hour-long show tonight, could be 90 minutes, could be 2 hours. Hopefully it won't go long, because I really want to play some more Demon's Souls after the after party. But tonight it goes as long as it needs to go to close the books on the old SQSS. To finish this show, put it out to pasture, and start 2021 with a bang.
I don't know, man. I don't know if you can do it. I don't know if you can convince me that the story is truly over if that bastard is still on the throne over in that other country we were in last time.
Oh, yeah.
In Carpat. Nicaesor.
Are you really okay leaving this without any resolution?
Like if the epilogue is and that's how Karazor assassinated the king. Then I'll be like, okay, great. I'll wash my hands of it. But if you leave that guy out there, I'm coming back to get him in a tabletop role-playing game of some kind.
Even if it's not recorded, you're just going to do it with your children.
Right, exactly. I'll gather Gwen and Joe
with their little dolls and action figures.
Around, kids.
Come here, Nicaesor.
This is Nicaesor.
I'm the ghost of Alfonso.
Jerk. He killed Daddy and all of his friends.
Well, I gotta say, tonight could be a bit of a repeat situation from last time. You were saying as we were setting up, Joe, you're like, I think Matthew said, what are the odds of TBK? And you go, 0%. 0%.
No way. I like to get you fired up.
I mean, what better episode to have a TPK or multiple character deaths when there's no more episodes after this?
Yeah.
Go out with a bang, really go out like a hero, and then you don't feel as bad because you never have to play this character again. But I'd say the percentage is probably pretty high. It's tough combat, and you guys are now on your third encounter, essentially, or fourth encounter without resting. Spells have been burned. HP is still left on the table to heal. It's going to be interesting. Are you guys nervous? Joe, you're not nervous, or you baiting me?
No, I'm not nervous at all. I feel like we have a really strong party. I feel like we have a strong party as long as we,
only fight
make
zombies.
The right choice. Well, look, we can make mistakes, sure, but I think that if we fight a good fight, if we do our best, I don't think we can lose.
I thought we fought a pretty good fight against Nicaesor for a while, and then it just fell apart. So I disagree.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, the thing with Nicaesor was it was just die rolls. It was just horrible die rolls, which can always happen. Karazor, the rolls that went against him were just brutal. And so it could happen, sure. But I don't know. I just think we synergize well. And I think if we just keep Raffo up and buffed, we could kill literally anything, even an alien from another world. As long as we keep him up, he's fine. We're fine.
He could kill Data from Star Trek.
Yes.
If we follow those rules.
He might need a couple clerics behind him, but he could kill Data.
He could kill Data and Lore. Both of them.
You bite your tongue.
I'm sorry. Apologies to Brett Spinner. Spinner?
Sorry.
Spooner.
Brent Spinner.
I originally
Spooner.
It's definitely Spooner. Brand Spooner.
I originally wanted to dress up like Rafa tonight to get me like the extra chutzpah I needed to get through here, but I ended up looking like his valet. So I think out of ring violations are on hand. I'm just cheating tonight, is what I'm saying. All my die rolls are going to be 20s.
That looks like your wife's jacket.
It is my wife's jacket.
Yeah, it looks.
You're wearing that like an elastic
tight.
band around your arms.
Oh yeah.
It's very the chest. It's like. It's not good. Oh, you could hear it just rip there. If you
It's
just shoulder
ripped.
pads.
I heard that.
Oh, somebody's in trouble.
She rushed in and gave it to me. So if anyone's in trouble, it's her.
It's made of real gold, Grant. It's irreplaceable.
It's a 14-karat jacket.
They hammer the gold down to a fine sheet and then make a small jacket out of it. I was thinking about, it's last episode, reminiscing on some of our favorite moments from the past 36 episodes. And you mentioned the fight with Nikesor. That's one of mine, is the end there where it was just like the end of a chess match when you've just got a pawn who has no chance against the queen, and you're just going back and forth at the end of the board. Because remember, it was just like move, action, attack, move, action, attack, move, action, attack. But then you thought like, oh my God, I think he's going to get her into checkmate. I think it's going to happen. And then just, it didn't happen. But that to me is one of my favorites. Obviously, probably my favorite overall is the festival at Ravenmoor, when you guys all went off in your different quarters and started talking to people. What do you guys have favorites that jump out at you?
I liked educating that weird, stupid ghost kid. That was fun.
That was
really
In
good.
the Midnight Mirror, yeah.
In the Midnight Mirror.
That was fun.
That was cool.
When did we discover what scumbags that party really were? Was that party those party members really were? Was that like maybe Skelly Jones, that episode? Is that when we realized we were really just a bunch of hooligans?
Oh, with the Sturge when we like
Yes.
Yeah.
the pet Sturge.
Yeah, Skelly
Utter
Jones
disregard.
and Skander Kardsey.
Skander Kardsey.
He was a real pervert, that Skender.
He was a weird dude. And he was a part of the cult, too. You see him at the end.
We killed him. Didn't we kill him?
I feel like you just kind of let them all go about their business. And then you're like,
never
"We're
do
getting
it
out of this
again."
town.
All right, just get the hell out of here.
Hit the bricks, Skander.
I think
Rapscallions.
my favorite from that whole scenario was Barnacle Clubfoot and his son, Old John Clubfoot, the father and son raven fighting team. And Old John Clubfoot was a
Old Johnny
2.5-year-old
Clubfoot,
raven fighter who was being plied with alcohol constantly.
Well, he was an alcoholic. He was like a serious alcoholic, the 2.5-year-old son.
What's your son's name? Old Johnny Clubfoot.
And who could
forgot about
forget
that.
Vinegar Tom, their champion raven, the Braven just
Who could
was
forget
backing
Vinegar
all the
Tom?
way. You bet the farm on that raven.
Oh, God.
All the hay in the land.
The hay-based economy was also a fave. Oh, remember those days of early quarantine and the hay-based economy?
Oh, man.
I know.
So much of our quarantine memories are based around Side Quest episodes. You know, like we started it right away when we shut down our main shows, and then now, not that we're still in quarantine, obviously, but to think back to like Feast of Ravenmoor stuff was early quarantine where you're like, all right, we're gonna wrap up Ravenmoor and then get back to the office.
And don't forget that due to because it started right at quarantine, Skid also got COVID right at the start of it. So
right.
don't forget, we did a few episodes that were prequels with Eric Mona guesting as that awesome dwarf.
Yeah.
That dwarf was so funny.
Yeah.
He played such a good dwarf. I was very impressed by Bonus.
Yeah, you
dwarf.
guys went to the cave with the two owls, and you fought all those weird creatures. There was like some time travel shit going on with the bards. You saved them all at the end. The drug dealer.
It's crazy.
You guys
Yeah,
killed.
all part of this story.
Yeah, that was so funny because Skid got sick, and we thought up until that day he might be able to go, and then it was like not going to go, and it's like, I got a homebrew scenario right now, and call Eric Mona, Joe. I'm going to start writing. And then we went live that night, and then it was the same thing the next week. Like, do you think it's going to happen or not? And we lost 2 weeks in there. But that's a cool That's a cool part. I forgot all about that. I wish I could have got Mona on tonight just to say hi.
For old time's sake, yeah.
Yeah, we'll come back for the 50th anniversary of Side Quest.
I just liked I think what I'll remember still years from now is just Karazor. I'll just remember Karazor and all the interactions with the hillbillies. Like, just so amazing. Like how just degrading he was. And he's a knoll. Like, just that combination.
Wearing glasses.
Yeah, a knoll wearing glasses, being like, "Do you have any people food?"
Wait, you know what's crazy? I mean, I have my guess, but I actually don't know what class Karazor was.
Is
he just a fighter?
Yeah.
Fighter,
Yeah, he was a fighter. I can't remember his archetype, but he was a fighter.
It's two-handed, right?
Yeah, just two-handed fighter. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was.
He had a greatsword because the Crystal Ghost used his greatsword on a couple of occasions.
Foreman 2317 wrote in the chat, Noel fashioned.
Oh, right.
Guys were ordering the drinks.
Old-fashioned.
Yeah, just the whole Ravenmore thing I really enjoyed, where like you meet the villain early on, you all got the sense that he was the villain, but you still had to cozy up to him. I just always wanted to play a Bond like scenario like that, where like you're hanging out with the villain, we all kind of know what's happening, but no one can make the move. I loved that.
Yeah. It has elements of like. Sorry, go ahead, Matthew.
No, I was just gonna ask. Do you think there are parties that are just like, this guy's the villain, right? Can we just kill him? And then
I'm sure. I was worried
initiative?
about that, but like, I think you just got to be like, no, you can't do that. You don't have any evidence. And then you got to make Skender Cardsy the big bad. But yeah, that was what I was thinking. I was like, if they just kill this guy, then I've got to like bump somebody else up to his level, and he'll have the thing come out of his chest at the end.
You could just have a twin brother in the house.
Leonard.
That's my brother Leonard Krieger.
There's also a big difference in terms of how the first two scenarios worked out, in terms of there was a secret kind of conspiracy and something happening underneath. Whereas in this final scenario, this Cthulhian creature is swallowing entire houses and tearing people apart from the inside. And it's like, it's just as scary, but because it's kind of wearing it on the sleeve and we know what we're getting into, it's almost worse. And I'm really terrified for this episode. To go back to an earlier question.
Yeah, well, we've spent a lot of time in the Cthulhu world, both with Delta Green and with Strange Aeons, but we've never got to a level like this where you'd be fighting something of that, a higher level that's really nasty that you probably are ill-equipped to face. So that's why I'm excited to see how it all shakes out. Nervous too. It's a big fight. You want it to, like I always say, like I just want a good fight. Wanted to have all the bells and whistles of a good match. Everybody leave everything on the table, and we'll see what happens. And then maybe we'll get out here in an hour, and I'll go back and play some Demon Souls.
I thought that this might be a little bit of recency bias, but I think that the last episode might have been one of my favorite encounters of the entire series.
In the cave?
Against that guy, yeah.
Because it was a spellcaster against a bunch of spellcasters, and there was and a bunch of like undead zombie fodder that did no damage to us, but that created chaos. And it just allowed for a lot of like taking enemies out, a lot of AoE sort of damage spells. And then there were individual will saves, and there were multiple fortitude saves. And it was really cool, especially Troy, the spell list that you went through in that fight was really just diverse and interesting and scary. And then you were paralyzed, Grant. We thought that there was a coup de grace coming. A coup de grace did come, and you made the save on the coup de grace. Like that's a really standout combat, in my opinion.
It was perfectly balanced, kind of like, a really good Avengers movie, in that we felt like superheroes who were very well suited to the task, taking all those undead out. But then we needed that strength and those powers in order to prevail against him, because he was that strong and that powerful that he could paralyze us in coup de grace if you weren't there. And if everyone wasn't working all on the same cylinders, we would have lost that fight.
Mm-hmm. It's funny. I think I might have said this in the after party. I don't think I said it on the show. Like the way it's written, I don't know if they assume you're going to go in this order, but the way it's written, Rutman's Vats comes first, and then the church, and then the asylum. Again, I don't know if they're necessarily assuming you're going to go that way, but that's the way it's kind of written. So in my head, I just assumed you guys would always end at the asylum, and that's why it's more of a dungeon. Like it's a big dungeon you go through, and then you have this final encounter. But the way it worked out, you guys went in reverse, and I was worried that encounter wasn't going to deliver, mainly because I hate playing casters live. GMing a caster live is such a pain in the butt because I'm trying to perform and make sure I'm doing concentration checks and know the spell list. It's just a massive headache. But I felt pretty good about that. And I never feel like I get to do, I think I said this to Skid, you always have this cool bad guy and you never get to do any of his stuff. Like I really got to stretch the list and do some cool spells on you. But you still came out on top, which is great.
Well, I mean, a good note for GMs is start from behind a curtain.
Yeah.
With an eye, a peephole. Like you could just get some spells off early before anybody even knows you're there.
Yeah, it was a nice little touch by Richard Pett, the author. Well, we did Feast of Ravenmore, we did the Midnight Mirror, and now we're about to wrap up Carrion Hill. I'd never played a module before. Joe, you had dabbled in GMing some modules, but now we can have 3 under our belt. It's kind of fun to say years from now, like, oh yeah, I've played the Midnight Mirror.
And I think 3, from what you told me at least, like Pathfinder classics. Like ones that people routinely talk about as being the best of over the decade or more of Pathfinder modules. So it's cool to cross some of those off our bucket list for 1E.
Yeah. I agree. I'll be interested to see if they come out with a slew of Pathfinder 2nd edition modules like this, because I love the length. I love the length of this. And we were able to still tie a story together, I think. Even with basically a TPK and a whole new cast. To me, it still feels like one big story. And tonight, it comes to an end. Let's talk about the end of last week's episode. You are able to defeat Keeper Meyer. You're able to kill him. It's a tough fight. He almost took out Raffo. Imagine you got to go into this final encounter without Raffo. I think I said it. I was like, if this was a movie, the way Raffo has dominated this module, he dies in this combat or in the final combat. And he probably still will. But if you lose Raffo in that fight and then have to go into this fight, I would have to vamp for another hour because it'd be a very quick encounter. But you're able to not only succeed, but I believe, Raffo, you landed the killing blow, didn't you?
Knockout blow.
Knockout blow. That's right. Boom.
Vern landed the killing blow. Because he coup de grace. Yeah, you coup de grace.
Yeah.
And
you kill him.
It's an exceptional ability. It's the flying elbow drop. Can only be used once a day. So it's out of the chamber, but I think metagaming wise, it was the right opponent to use it against based off of saves.
You're not knocking out this next thing. Yeah. No, this was the right call. It was very smart. And then of course, the second that Vern delivers the coup de grace, the killing blow, there's this wail of a sound that just echoes throughout the land. It's just this, what did I say? It sounds like a million voices overlapping each other, but 3 distinct syllables come out of all of it as the ground is shaking. Yog-Sototh. If you're a Lovecraft fan, that means something to you. If not, and you played a little Cthulhu, it still sounds Cthulhu-y enough to be like, this is bad. Yog-Sototh. Just then, the western wall of the building completely explodes. It looks like there was a gas leak. It just explodes out of nowhere. There's nothing there, but then you see the ground on the inside of the explosion start to go down as if something enormous was weighing the ground, the ground down underneath it. Then the whole building starts shaking and collapsing around you. Couple things. As the building is collapsing, there's just debris falling. Kong, 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 kong. All the boards of the floor start cracking. Everything is difficult terrain in the room. Now everybody roll a reflex save.
I would prefer not to.
Let's see if these falling timbers hit you. What'd you get, Vern?
22.
Ooh, you're able to dodge out of the way of this shingle that came flying at your face. Raffo, how are those reflexes?
Raffo's a little shaky, brother. 15.
15 is just going to do it. Ooh, that big board would have knocked you unconscious, but you're able to slip right out of the way like it was a clothesline. What about you, Johnny Halfling?
Johnny Halfling is able to duck and swerve around all. He's 18.
18? He's wily, that little halfling. What about Zakari?
Zakari starts it off with a natural 17 for a 20.
Ooh,
Reflex, not his thing in this armor, but he gets a hand up there just in time to deflect.
Amazing. So as the building is collapsing and debris is falling right near all of your heads, you're all able to shoom, shoom, shoom out of the way and avoid taking damage this round. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've enjoyed Side Quest Side Sesh for 38 weeks, hopefully you'll enjoy tonight. Please join us for the after party later tonight. It'll be the last one for a long time. If you're one of our $10 subscribers. In the meantime, roll for initiative.
Okay, here we go.
Crack your backs, get ready, settle in.
Big initial roll.
Settle in, big initial roll.
Big initial roll. Starting off hot, LaValle. Well, I hope I don't cool off too soon. Natural 19 for a 19.
For a natural 19 for a 19. That is
19 and Nish.
That is very good for you. I mean, look at the difference in last week. Just going just a little bit slower. You and Johnny were out of the combat for most
stuck
of it.
outside.
What about you, Rafa?
Rafa feels pretty good about this roll. He's ready to be buffed before he moves with a 15. He slotted in real nice next to Zakari.
It's a good number. Solid number. You rolled a 15 on the reflex save as well. Vern, what about you, Shorty?
Well, for the reflex save, I rolled a natural 18. For initiative, I rolled a natural 3 for 5.
Vern, for a total of a 5. What about old Johnny Halfling with his audio? Grant and Skid have been working tirelessly to try and fix this audio, so I want to make sure I jinx it by saying it's going to be perfect tonight. What did you roll there, Skid?
Natural 1, though, for old Johnny Halfling.
Oh, no!
That comes out to an 8.
He's back!
I would have preferred to not hear that audio, Skid. Natural 1, no!
I accidentally wrote 98, which means you'll be going first. That's a real. What was your bonus?
Hands off the chest piece.
Hell of a bone. All right. Everybody fucking calm down. Let's just take our time. There's a lot going on here. Mainly for me. My wife got me this cool thing for Christmas that is like, I can't show you guys, but it's this thing that goes in front of my computer and it's like a dry erase board. So I can write little notes. So I've got like monster abilities written on here. It's pretty cool. She bought it mainly because I keep missing meetings. And she's like, why don't you just write your meetings on this? And I'll be like, all right, I'll do that. Instead, I have DR and energy resistance.
Don't you have a calendar that's kept digitally?
I do, but I have a newborn, and that makes everything difficult. But I really should just look at my calendar every morning. Instead,
Why not just set the calendar to alert you 10 to 5 minutes before the meeting?
I do get a lot of alerts, and I'm like, why am I getting all these alerts? And I just close them.
I understand.
I hate all these alerts. I got a
Why
ring
don't you just
doorbell
get a
now.
whiteboard where you can write stuff on and like dry erase?
I
and
know,
then have
it just
that
doesn't.
be your alert.
It just doesn't fit my decor. As you can see, I changed my camera this week. I got the new iMac here, and I was looking. The camera was here, and so the whole episode I was like looking to the right. I didn't want that, so I rearranged it. But a whiteboard in here, Skid, it really doesn't fit the log cabin feel that I'm going for in my office. Let's talk about round 1 in the meantime. It's going to be Zakari's turn, but let's go back to the map here. Are we on the map, Grant?
We are.
Look what we got here. We got Zakari in the debris over Shma, right near where did you end up coming in? Oh, there was a door here. And that's where you came in.
I came right in the door there.
Yeah, now it's just a giant hole. You're over there. Johnny Halfling is just to the north of one of those pits. Now remember, this area to to the east here, Johnny. If for any reason you want to move in that direction, you got to go slow because it's slippery. You guys don't have to worry about the nauseated stuff from the vapors anymore because that hole in the wall has kind of aerated the room. Meanwhile, Raffo and Vern's up in this little pigeon's. Is a pigeon's nest a thing? I don't know why I'm calling it. You're up in the pigeon's nest. What the hell's a pigeon's nest?
I think it's a crow. Is the normal bird.
But when it's inside, it's a pigeon's nest, kid. Vern is up in the pigeon's nest.
Fact.
Yeah, just chilling.
In factory parlance.
Yes. Oh, you guys don't know about pigeon nests? Yeah. It's a Ruppman's Vat thing. You wouldn't understand.
I call it a dove's nest because
A dove's nest, perhaps, yes.
we're fancy.
I bought some bird food today because we got a bird feeder, and I got one, and there's a bunch of different kinds, and I was like, well, I want one that attracts cardinals, so I got the cardinal one. It also attracts doves, so maybe we'll have some doves.
You know, technically pigeons are doves. Pigeons are rock doves.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Two rock
Man,
doves.
you are really getting this country living going. When I stopped by to say hi after you had your baby, we talked composting for a little bit. It's really, you're really
I walked
getting it
around
going.
my lawn and showed you. See, I got some. Got to do the power seeding, Joe.
And I remember I literally looked at a spot and was like, well, that must have been sod. And you were like, not a single piece of sod. That's all seed. We had this
picked up a piece of grass
conversation.
and
What is
ate it.
happening to us?
Yeah.
What's
Oh my
happening to
God.
us?
Who are you, my father?
I know. It's so bad.
Joe, you want to talk about a good friend? Joe drove a little over an hour, probably an hour 15 minutes to my house, and then an hour 15 back just to deliver some homemade white bean chili, which we finished tonight, by the way, Joe. It was delicious.
Okay,
and a
like
bunch
that.
of treats because everybody knows once you have a baby, you can't take care of yourself at all. So thankfully, he was able to bring some food, and then we just talked about my lawn for a little bit. I really wanted to come in to see the PS5, but now he's got his own, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. He suggested I stand outside and look through the window at him playing PlayStation.
I was like, I can crack the
I was
window
like,
and
I think
it'll
I'll
be like
just
old times.
I think I'll just head home, buddy.
I'll just,
Thank you.
Let's go.
get in my car and sit in traffic for an hour.
I appreciate it.
Instead of doing
I think
that.
I'd rather.
COVID.
Appreciate the offer.
I just thought it'd be safe if we maintained 6 feet, and it'd be easiest if you just stood outside.
Something tells me it wasn't very different in your house at like 11 years old. You're like, you can stand on that side of the room and watch me play Mortal Kombat.
Yes. I was like, oh, did you just go to the bathroom? I need you to wash your hands, and I need to watch you before you touch my NES controller. And then don't you even think about touching my Nintendo Power after fondling your genitals. Zakari, you are up. There might be a creature in this room. If it is, you can't see it. You do see the floorboards buckling underneath the weight of something or some things. What do you want to do? Tell
Where
me
do
what
I
you want
see
to
the
do.
floorboards buckling?
All right, so you see the floorboards buckling on the map there, and there. Now, here's the thing. This is all happening in real time. You know what I mean? So, like, is the creature there? Maybe. Was the creature there and then moved on? Maybe. So you still, if you want to try and target the creature, have to roll a perception check against itself to see if you see it, and then it's still a 50% mischance.
Yeah. All right,
Or you can
Zakari.
just say, I want to attack that spot, and then I'll let you know what happens.
All right, the wall's going to crash in. Zakari, reacting quickly, blocks any incoming damage. He's going to take a 5-foot step away from all of this awfulness.
Wow.
Yeah, he's putting his back to a wall here, but he feels like something's coming. And then, assuming that we're dealing with, invisibility here because this is what the townspeople were saying was happening to people. They were just dying in front of them, but they couldn't see the creature. He's going to go into his bag of tricks and pull out a scroll of invisibility purge, and then read invisibility purge, and just. So it's a 25-foot radius around him. Anything that has invisibility becomes visible in that area.
Invisibility Purge, yeah, you surround yourself with a sphere of power with a radius of 5 feet per caster level that negates all forms of invisibility. Anything invisible becomes visible while in the area. Toss up that Johnski.
Oh, yeah, I'll just do an aura.
Aura. Invisibility Purge, were you given that by Mayor Hegri, or did you find that in your travels?
I've got 2. We either found it or it was given to us, and I bought one before we ever started
Really?
the thing. Yeah.
You're learning.
Well, I crafted one, but I made it during character creation, but I crafted one.
Wow, okay. And so you're using the crafted one because the scroll may not use your caster level, or it doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter because it's a 3rd level spell, so it's the minimum and the caster level are both the same right now.
All right, go ahead and show me that aura. Not only me, but everyone listening at home. The millions and millions watching.
All right, so that's it. You can see it, right?
Ooh, I can. And that is going to be enough.
Sweet!
To see the creature. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
There it is.
Oh, no.
Let's get right into Shift Z Town.
It is
No.
100% scarier than I imagined it would be.
It's not what I expected. There's more mouths.
Me neither.
More
Yeah.
mouths than I expected.
That is. It's got to be the most horrifying. Could you argue? All of you are seasoned Pathfinder players and GMs. That is the ugliest thing you've ever fought. The most horrifying. I mean, how do you describe it? Describe it to the people that'll listen to this in a podcast. The older people that only listen to podcasts. The geriatrics.
I don't want to get too gross, but do you ever see those pictures of tumors that have like teeth growing in them?
Yep.
Oh, yep. Yes.
Yep.
That's what it looks
So
like.
it's a bit of that. So there's a few of those.
But it's like an elephant trunk, or elephant feet, an elephant's body, but then it grows into a head with tentacles.
There's some elephant going
but here's
on there.
the thing: it's like the thing that scares me the most is like these mouths are mostly the same, but then the main one at the top sort of looks like who's the guy from Witcher? Geralt, what's his name?
Jerry Riviera.
Geralt of Rivera.
Yeah, so if take like Geralt of
Jerry
Rivia and
Riviera.
give him like the face that Bilbo has in Lord of the Rings when he reaches out for the ring.
Yep. Yeah.
Like it's that moment, but it captured. He's got long white hair, and I say he like it's a dude, but it's part of this writhing mass of mouths and tentacles. Very freaky, very scary.
He also kind of looks like up top a Morton Joe without the mask on. From Mad Max Fury Road.
Ah, yes.
And there's all these mouths coming out of him that are kinda like the little mouth that comes out of the xenomorph.
Yes.
But they're larger versions of that with teeth. So it's kind of tentacly, kind
long,
of like
venomous tongues, like
mouth arms. Yeah,
long forked tongues come out of each of the mouths.
lots of saliva, and then it's covered in orange eyes or possibly
forgot about the
orange
eyes.
small mouths.
If I had to guess, I'd say it has multiple attacks.
One thing in our favor: no arms.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look like it has traditional arms.
It's completely armless.
7 or 8 mouths. And,
I can't believe the
some
crows had
tentacles.
such a problem with this creature. It's got no arms.
Looks utterly harmless.
It's totally harmless.
Wait, Troy, I have a question.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
The feet look similar to the mouths.
Yeah,
Are the
did you
feet
notice that?
also mouths?
Look at those. Oh, yeah, are those teeth or are those claws? I think those might be teeth claws.
All right.
Yeah, like if he rolls onto his back, those might just turn into more mouths.
Do you think
and then
it
you can never knock him over?
Do you think it walks with all of those? Like it doesn't keep any same of the 4 on the ground at the same time, and when it lumbers towards you, it's like a millipede
Just
kind of.
this amorphous thing. Well, when you think about like Cthulhu-esque creatures, it has to be something that you can't even conceive of in normal, in like our understanding of the world. So maybe it moves. Think of it moving in a way that you can't even conceive of. You're like, it just looks like it's rolling towards me, and the arms are like coming out. These mouths are coming out of it as it's moving.
Oh, dude,
It's
that's
horrifying.
live, die, repeat. Like that's exactly what those things are like, and it's like a bug-y kind of slimy creature that just rolls at you, and you don't know if you're looking at a face or an arm, or a mouth, or a maw, or an arm. Like they're so scary in that movie, and they move so fast.
Oh, Edge of Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, they changed the title right on the video release. It was Edge of Tomorrow, and then it was Live, Die, Repeat.
No, the manga it's based off of is Live, Die, Repeat.
Old Johnny Manga.
Old Johnny Manga.
Johnny Manga.
He knows a thing or two about tentacles.
more importantly, this is the creature that is probably going to kill all of you.
No.
I don't know how it isn't going to, but you know what? It's not up to me. It's not even up to you. It's up to these little polyhedrals. Natty 12. I'm going to count that. To see what happens. So Zakari, you took a 5-foot step. You, as you were doing so, you pulled the scroll out. Standard action, cast Invisibility Purge, and it right at the edge, right at the periph of that circle, you're able to see this. Let's see whose turn it is. It is its turn. What to do. No. Let's take a 5-foot step to start. Now I could do a full attack action on Zakari at that point. And so that's
You could,
what I'm
but you also
probably gonna
don't have to.
It's true. It's true. But if we're playing, what's the word I'm looking for? To win. You make the use of the attacks that you have. It could have been anybody standing there. Unfortunately, it is Zakari. So we're going to do a bite and 4 tentacles and see what happens here. I might miss some. Could you have moved instead of the 5-foot step?
Yeah, but then I couldn't have purged the invisibility. I just wanted to make sure that everybody could see it for their first round.
Right. Let's get the bite out of the way. Crits 19 to 20. Let's see what happens. 18. Almost. It's going to be a hit. Let's roll out some damage here. The bite is going to be 13 points of damage on the bite. I'm thinking to myself, when is Joe going to start rocking the awesome Sirenscape? And it's because I'm not in the Discord.
It's been rocking, baby. It's horrifying.
I really wish that I could hear. Oh, there it is.
Oh, now we got 2
that's
of you.
nice.
Fantastic.
Oh, okay. All right, Grant. I don't like your tone. I can always just use my mic. All right, how's that?
I prefer. Could we just lower the volume on one by a little, Grant, or you, Troy, by a little, so it sounds like you're jamming in an arena.
I'm GMing as Yog-Sototh.
Hey, I consider myself.
Okay. Oof. All right. This is horrible. Were you already down on HP, or were you okay, Zakari?
I was full.
You were full. Thank God.
Thanks
For
to
you.
Johnny Halfling.
First tentacle, 22 to hit.
Oh, hit.
All right. Low damage, 5 points of damage. Let's do the free attempt to grab. Let's get it out of the way. If I succeed, you're grappled, and then the remaining attacks will take the grappled penalty. So everything's coming up, Joe. For the grab, it's going to be a 28. Do I get a bonus? Yes, 32 against CMD.
Ooh, just made it.
Just made it. You are grabbed. Okay, let's just throw on the grapple condition for both of us. Let's throw out there. Joe loves being grappled 2 episodes in a row, I'm sure. But let's rock out the rest of these attacks. Lower chance to hit. 3 more attacks. 23 to hit.
Hit.
7 points of damage. Oh God, I'm sorry, Joe. Another 23 for max damage, 10 points of damage.
Oh.
And the final attack, natty 17.
Oh my God.
For 5 points of damage. Now here's the good news. It's done.
That's 40 points in 1 round at 5th level. 40 points, 1 round, 5th level.
It's horrifying. It's horrifying. Now this is where strategy and communication, planning, every move your party makes around you will decide if you live or die, and maybe decide if they live or die. It's done. Let me just check one thing here. At the end of its turn, if it grapples a foe. All right, one more thing, Joe. And again, I'm very sorry for this. Take 1 point of con drain.
Oh, gosh.
Because the tentacle that's wrapped around you, grabbing you, something within it is reaching into your skin and draining your blood. 1 point of con drain. Guys, you need to not only save Zakari, you need to save Joe, because he takes blood pressure medication. It's Rafa's turn.
Troy, I owe you an apology, not just for the tone, which I'll apologize for, but All You Need Is Kill is the name of the manga. It was called Live, Die, Repeat at first, then switched to Edge of Tomorrow. Glad that's cleared up. It was
Turn off your mic and get out.
Rafa is going to go ahead and rush headlong towards this creature. But he will not. He's going to go ahead and throw out a gambit of a dirty trick. This thing has all the eyes in the world, but he's going to attempt to use his improved dirty trick to blind the creature.
Okay, I like it. Quick question. Can you take an attack of opportunity while you're grappling another creature? Because that would provoke.
Because I move from here to here.
It has 10 feet of reach.
Got it. Okay. I don't know. I will have the grappling rules up momentarily, but if anyone else has them up sooner.
Yeah, if anybody knows off the top of your head, because I don't see why not. It has free limbs with which to make
makes sense to
the
me.
attack of opportunity. I'm really just waiting for the...
I don't see
chat
anything
to
about
answer.
it in the condition. Oh, there it is. No, grappled creatures cannot make attacks of opportunity.
What about grappling creatures?
Well, you gain the grappled condition, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
Right.
know. That's
Yeah, if you're grappling, you have the grappled condition, right?
That is true. That is true. Joe, by the way, that is con damage, not con drain. Thank you, Skagar11. The ability is called Blood Drain, but the text of the ability does say con damage.
Yeah, on the flow chart it says a grappled creature cannot. Yeah.
Oh, that's a really big difference, actually. That's an enormous difference.
If it has more than one attack, it can AOO while grappling, says Schwazi.
Say la vie.
Yeah, I want to have a little bit of corroboration here. These are big. Every attack counts in this encounter. So, anybody else agree with Schwazi here? Old Schwazi!
I'm actively not commenting.
Right. Do you know the answer and you're not saying?
Yep. Good luck running your game.
It's, that sounds like I can take it.
Maybe if you would have come to the table prepared, we wouldn't have to go through this.
But we're learning together. That's the thing, is we're learning.
In this episode of New Game Who Dis.
Right.
Learning
We're learning
Pathfinder First
Pathfinder.
Edition.
Yeah. Okay, then I'm going to take it.
Go for it.
Unless you say differently, Joe. I'm going to take that attack of opportunity. Now, I just got to tell you, Grant, if I hit, I get a free chance to grab, in which case I'll grab two of you. Ooh. Miss.
Oh.
Natural 2.
Ooh.
Miss on the attack of opportunity because you're Grant and he's Joe.
Here comes the dirty trick. Scraping sand
Ooh,
off of
dirty
the
rat.
ground with his big finger, straight into all the eyes on this creature. +2 on this roll, a 16 out. 28
Against.
CMD.
You got him.
Yes.
I'm shocked by that. With all of those limbs,
Oh my god. Well, he's also grappling, so that might change
true.
something. He is blinded.
He
Oh, that's
is.
awesome.
For
Oh
one
my
round.
god.
He is. Pretty sure it's not going to really
Unless he's
affect him.
unless he's immune to blindness, with all those eyes.
Yeah. He has blind sight.
Oh.
So yeah, he is effectively not
Immune
blinded
to
because he can.
Yeah, the only other really decent options for, dirty trick are deafened and entangled, and I figured he's just going to stay there and kill us, so entangled was off the charts.
It's certainly worth doing, dude,
Yeah.
because, like, if he doesn't have blind sight, it gives you a round to try and fucking figure him out. That's the
Yeah,
thing is you gotta throw shit against the wall and see what's gonna stick.
Yep.
But yeah, he does have blind sight, which is he can just feel the vibrations around you. It's enough you might as well have real sight. It is Johnny Halfling's turn. Johnny had a rough combat last week.
Yep.
What do you got for us this week?
Johnny has 3 rounds left on his Inspire Courage, so he's going to use them now.
I like it.
He taps his little mic, flavor-wise, and this thing on? All right, come on, guys, we got to do this. All right, hey everybody, how's everyone doing tonight? I can do this. When this place shakes like a quake, dear, and the shingles start to drop. Fancy gloves though, where's old Johnny Halfling? And thanks to Shaylin, the praising will never stop. Plus 1 on your rolls, gentlemen.
Plus 1 on your rolls. Gentlemen, do you want to move at all, Johnny?
That last one sounded like a sound check in an empty place. It was just like, plus 1 on your rolls, gentlemen.
Johnny, do you want to do any moving at all, or did you use a move action?
No, I used the move action for that.
You did, okay.
Yeah.
All right, then. Let's round out the round with Vern. Yikes, Vern. Yikes. What do you want to
Vern
do?
would like to take a free action and look for any exits up here.
Okay. None that you can see.
That's regrettable.
It's not great.
Question: am I still sickened? You said something to the effect of we can ignore the.
Yeah, that nauseated, sickened shit, now that there's a hole in the wall, those noxious vapors are being aired out, so you're no longer sickened.
Well, that changes everything.
Well, I gotta give you something.
So, and then, so what's the situation with the with this curtain here? Is it opened? I can't remember if we opened it. Like, can I see through it down to the...
Yeah, you can see it.
Okay. So then Vern...
We'll say you pushed it aside. You had some time there between the explosion.
Okay. My roll 20 failed, so I will do this on the roll 20 when it happens, but I'm going to tell you that I'm going to walk to my right to the railing, and I'm going to channel positive energy to heal my friends.
Okay, can you hit everybody in your John?
I think so, but I can't confirm that because my roll 20 has crashed.
Right.
I can definitely get Sakari.
We'll say that
it is down.
You can't hit anyone.
It's down.
Roll 20. You know what it is? Everyone is watching Side Quest Side Sesh.
That's what it must be.
We crashed.
For some reason, they're logged into Roll 20 as well, which is just foolish. I didn't invite you all to our Roll 20 game.
Well, that is 11 points of healing.
Beautiful.
Nice.
At least Sakari, hopefully also Raffo, and Johnny Halfling if you need it.
I think Johnny's in there. Certainly, Raffo might be the only question mark, but he may be in there as well. I'm just trying to think of where that circle ends. Raffo's either just out of it or just in it. But I will not play until Roll 20 works.
You really shouldn't make a statement like that.
Yeah, we maybe
This is really bad. Okay, well, here's the thing. It's the top of the second round.
Oh, it's just going to grapple all of us and stand in the same place anyway. What do we need Roll 20 for?
Right. Well, all right, here we go. Here's what we're going to do. It's round 2. We'll find out in a second or tomorrow when Roll 20 starts working again if Raffo was in that as well. I need you all to roll another reflex save as more debris is coming down. There's now holes in the ceiling. Are you kidding me? And the walls are falling. It's a mess.
While grappled. This is brutal.
Dogs and cats. Yeah, it's bad.
Ooh, okay. Man.
But he's, or she, or whatever this thing is also making that save. So, what did you get? Around the horn here, Zakari.
17, natural 16.
You're able to just move out of the way, and it hits the arm of the thing grappling you. Raffo.
16.
You're fine. Johnny H.
24, natural 17.
You are spry. What about Vern?
9.
Not great. Vern, you get... Boom! A big shingle hits you right on the shoulder. It does 2 points of damage to you. And, I think Roll 20's coming. I got the little name. Money well spent. All right, it is Zakari's turn. Zakari, you are grappled. You just took 40 points of damage. And
Raffo, you are good.
Oh yeah, Rafa,
Great,
you're fine.
11 points of healing?
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks, brother.
Oh, it's great. Good for you. However, Vern, now you've made yourself farther away if you need to get down into the thick of things, you know?
What was that word?
You could jump down, I guess, from that balcony.
But he has line of sight to everything down here.
Yeah, you got line of sight. So you might live, or they'll all die, and then it will come crawling up there and take you out. It'll corner you, because there's nowhere to go.
Where to go?
Let's find out.
No way
Zakari,
out.
no way out. Zakari, you're grappled. You're feeling a little weaker. It's bleeding you from the inside out. What do you want to do?
Zakari's going to channel positive energy.
Okay. It's probably smart.
Yeah,
Probably
he's going to take this opportunity to do it before the creature is hurt. So, did it seem to take damage from any falling debris?
It did.
It did. Mm-hmm. Seemed to take damage. I'm sorry. Did you say it did?
Yeah, when you moved out of the way, it hit it right in the arm.
Okay. Well, I think getting us up to full is going to be... I mean, if he does anything like what he did to me last round, I'll permanently die. So, just going to pop a quick channel. That is pretty freaking good. Also 11. Also 11.
This one goes to 11.
11. Okay. All right. It is the creature's turn.
Also, Troy, the chat has caught you out. This creature doesn't have any arms, so how could it take damage on its arm?
Wow.
Touche.
So observant.
Yes, I noticed. I knew right when I said arms. I'm like, I don't think anybody heard it. Only the 500 people watching. All right. Well, fine. Hit him on what would be an arm, the phantom arm. It's its turn. First thing it does, free action, releases the grapple on Zakari. Let's roll out some attacks on Raffo here. Get my old Hero Lab. That's what I love. Both Midnight Mirror and Carrion Hill were in Hero Lab. So it's really convenient to be able to have all these encounters here. Let me get the grapple condition off. Joe, you should do the same. I'm going to start with a bite on Raffo. Let's just get that bite out of the way. Thought it was a natural one. It wasn't. It's an 18 to hit.
Miss.
Okay. Tentacle on Raffo. 16.
Miss.
I don't know why I waited for you to. Second tentacle. I was like, second tentacle is a 26, bro.
That's a hit.
All right. Damage. 6 points of damage.
It's going to be tough to grapple.
Goes to grapple you. It's got a pretty good CM Bizzle, and it gets that +4 with the grab ability Oni. That's going to be a 27 against your CMD.
That'll do it, brother.
You are grabbed. Let's
Well,
both
he
put
can
on.
still fight like a beast.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's both
Only
put on the
takes one
grapple
arm
condition.
to punch.
And you took that damage, right, Granny?
What was the total? I apologize.
I think it was 6.
I was looking up whether or not dropping a grapple was a free action to make sure I was taking this.
I know. 6 points of damage.
There we go.
2 more attacks. Lower chance to hit,
Yep.
but you are grappled. Miss. And then, I mean, all the hits against Joe were like 15, 16, 17, 8. Yours was like 2,
hits.
5, 7. Missed on all the other attacks, but he did grab you, and because you're grabbed, you will take some con damage. 1d4 con damage. 4 points of con damage.
4 points of con damage? Oh my god.
4 points of con damage.
No save. Do not
No
pass
save.
go. Do not collect
pass go.
$200.
Do not collect $200. Imagine if you got hit by all those attacks on top of it, but 4 points of con damage. Your HP threshold just dropped.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Well.
I'm going to miss these characters, both in the fact that they're going to die and in the fact that this is the last episode. But in the meantime, let's move on to Raffo. Raffo, you're a tough dude, but
Yep.
you're a little less tough than you were 6 seconds ago.
It's tough to fight with one arm tied behind your back, brother, but I am the Tower of Power, too sweet to be sour, so it's time to go down with the ship if I have to.
Just checking to see what okay, so my unarmed strike is not great now, so but I'm gonna leave power attack on because I have said that I believe in power attack and its benefits, and I will go down with the ship if need be. Here comes a martial flurry at ya.
Do it.
17 on the first one. No. Oh, God. A 6 on the die.
No, no, not now.
Terrible.
Raffo.
It's bad. It's really bad.
Gondor calls for aid. Rohan, where are you?
Don't forget what's on the line here. You got 1,500 gold pieces from Mayor Hegri. If you're able to defeat the foe, he'll give you another 3,000. Think about that. Hell of a purse. It is Johnny Halfling's
Montreal screw job.
Johnny, what do you got?
Johnny continues to sing, and he is going to 5-foot step, or just move 5 feet up to Raffo, and tag him out. It's going to give him a bit of luck.
Ooh, thank you, brother.
Nice.
Boom, shakalaka.
Oh, yeah,
It is
that's
Vern.
less HP than I used to have.
It is Matthew Capitacaza's turn as the Goblin Vern. In today's matinee, the part of Vern will be played by Matthew Capitacaza.
Yeah, I think Vern's got a first things first channel. Gotta keep everyone alive at this point, so I will channel positive energy. We still haven't hit the creature, so...
Yeah, it hasn't taken significant damage.
What harm can it do? Okay. 9. Everyone heals 9 points. 9 hit points as they were...
Zakari looks back up into the balcony and just says, "Thank you, Vern."
You're welcome! And then Vern will... He will draw from his belt a potion of lesser restoration.
Okay.
And that will be his turn. And he'll make eyes at Raffo.
Top of the third round here. One thing I forgot at the beginning, which hasn't affected anyone because no one's hit him. There is an overwhelming stench coming from this creature. It's that same stench that you smelled when you went to the slipper market and investigated that house that collapsed. Remember that stink? The stink that was so bad when you got into the closed room, you all had to roll a save or be nauseated. Now you're right on top of this thing. I need everybody to roll a fortitude save. If you pass it, you don't have to roll it again.
Oh, for God's sakes. Is there a bottle cap anywhere? I don't think
As
there
a
is. Is there?
16 suits you.
16 is a fail.
Oh,
Zakari?
for God's sakes. Ugh. Fail.
Rafa?
21.
21, fail. Johnny Halfling.
Natural 17, that's a 22.
DC 22, Johnny.
Did you roll twice, Raffo?
I did not. Here it comes. No, that time is a 11.
Everyone but
Slower.
Johnny Halfling is sickened for 10 rounds.
Oh,
Just 10 rounds. It's going to go like this. It's going to feel like a minute, honestly, at the end of this. Sickened for 10 rounds. The building is still collapsing. Everyone give me a reflex save.
Oh my gosh.
This encounter is insane.
now that I'm sickened, 14.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So there was a little thing. But that's on me. I forgot. I got so excited. Zakari, what'd you roll on the reflex?
13.
All right. You get hit with window pane, and you take 3 points of damage. Raffo Rumblebeard.
19, brother.
Vern Crabapple.
14.
You get hit by another shingle, take 4 points of damage, and it is Johnny Halfling. What'd you roll?
17.
17. Johnny's he's good. He's weaving and dodging and singing.
Walking through the raindrops, singing in the rain.
It is Zakari's turn. I don't want to exaggerate. It's the most important turn you've ever had in your life, Joe.
Yeah, there's not... I can't do anything. Is there any way out of the building? Can I run outside? Can I run away?
So, yeah, there is a hole that extends all the way here, but you will provoke. That hole extends from here, right where the door is, all the way down to here. You could run right outside if you wanted to.
So the hole outside is wide open.
Hole outside's wide open.
Okay. Zakari is going to cast... Oh, this is tough. Zakari is going to cast Prayer.
Piece of the building falling around you.
Let's try to mitigate some of that sickened bullshit and at least give it a penalty. So everybody add Prayer on your sheet. And
you can cast that while grappled, no problem.
He's not grappled.
Excuse me, that's right.
Yeah. And then...
You watch your tongue, Matthew.
Jeez, man. Anywhere I go is going to provoke. So he's going to... He's not going to go outside. He's going to take a 5-foot step deeper in. He's going to commit to getting around, getting away. Yeah.
Deeper in, okay. Zakari's going to go deeper in. That's your move. What about your standard? Or did you take it and I missed it?
Yeah, I cast Prayer. So it's a -1 to your attacks.
-1 to my attacks. Keep me honest in case I forget. If I don't say -1, tell me -1. Can you imagine, had you not killed the keepers, this creature would have been even harder to fight?
How would you fight it if you didn't kill the keepers? Doesn't it just come when you kill the last keeper?
No, if you take too long killing them, it comes, kills the keeper before you, and then is stronger. It takes a certain amount of negative levels based on how many of the keepers you killed. So if you take too long, you know what? Let's just take a couple days to rest, go buy some potions.
What's too long? Is it like a matter of days? Like,
yeah, it's kind of
after
GM's.
6 days, it's like this.
No, it doesn't say. It's kind of GM's call. If the party is more like, you know what? Why don't we leave Carrion Hill for a couple days? Go find somebody that can help. You come back and it's there.
Or like, I'll rest up my ability damage for 3 days and like, yeah.
This thing at full power is undefeatable. By killing 3 of the keepers, you've made it still pretty much undefeatable.
I guess as it should be. This being from an alien world.
Yeah. Well, when you fight the Spawn of Yog-Sototh, bad things are going to happen. Speaking of which, it is its turn. Releases the grapple on Raffo. And will take a 5-foot step and attack Zakari, Raffo, and Johnny. First, it's going to bite or attempt to bite Zakari. 22.
Yeah.
All right. 10
minus
points.
1.
21.
Still a hit. Exactly.
Thank you for reminding me.
Damn it.
10 points of damage on the bite. Tentacle on Raffo. 23, bro.
Miss brother.
All right. Tentacle on Zakari. That is going to be a 21.
Minus
Minus
1?
1 is a 20.
Miss.
Miss. Okay.
There we go.
A tentacle on Johnny.
A Sokara in action.
With the -1 is going to be a 24.
Yeah, it's a hit.
Oh, Johnny. Johnny, you're going to take 8 points of damage. It's going to attempt to grapple you, and I'm assuming make it, with a 31.
Yep.
I'll go ahead and throw the grapple condition on as well. Let's just roll out that con damage. 4 points of con damage for Johnny. Oh, Johnny Halfling is what they'll sing at his funeral. And then I have one more tentacle. I'm going to roll a 1d3. 1, 2, Joe. 3, 4, Raffo. 5, 6, Johnny. Of course, it's a 1. Here comes the tentacle on Zakari. Natural 20. Let me just switch to Skype real quick.
I just get so frustrated. I can't do anything. Can't move anywhere. Can't cast anything when you're grappled.
You're
brutal.
Yeah, brutal. All right, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to resolve see if I actually confirm the crit. And if I do, if it has multiple appendages, I'm just trying to figure out if I can grapple multiple of you at the same time. I don't see why you can't, but there might be a rule that you can't.
You're also a large creature, which is in your advantage towards that, so...
Right, so if anybody wants to help me out at home while I try and confirm this crit, we have some time. Can I grapple more than one person if I have multiple attacks? All right, here we go. Yeah, Joe. Well, all right, there's a -1, right? because I'm grappling Johnny, my to hit went down, so it would be a 21 total, -1 is a 20 to confirm.
All right, so it doesn't crit, it's just a regular hit.
It's just exploding dice.
Yeah, the damage
Neither-
isn't the issue. The issue is the grapple.
Neither exploded, 5 points of damage. The creature has the option to conduct the grapple normally or simply use its party to grab. If it chooses, it takes a -20 to make and maintain the grapple, but does not. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm wondering if I can grapple 2 people. I think I can, so I'm going to attempt to. I'm not trying. I'm still holding on to that. I'm not trying to like. I'm not taking that -20 that you would take if I was to like lose the grappling condition to hold on to Johnny. I'm taking the grappling condition, but I'm just going to go ahead and try and grapple you as well, and fail. Well, actually, this is against CMD.
Definitely not.
22 for 26 against CMD.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you'll take 3 points of con damage.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I'm going to look in the meantime if you can grapple more than one creature at the same time. And in which case, Joe, you'll take away that damage. You'll take away that con damage as well. But in the meantime, it is Rafo's turn.
This is a tough situation for Rafo, but he's hoping that by ungrappling with this creature, he's going to be able to get a couple hits in. So he's going to unleash another martial flurry. Let's go, baby. Let's
Roll
go.
twice.
Natural fucking 20.
Oh!
The confirm is going to be hard.
Roll
Let's
twice
see.
on the confirm.
Oh, I get to roll twice still. Right. It's wow. So a 3 on the first roll. The second roll is a 19 to confirm while he's grappling and blah, blah, blah. No.
No.
Okay.
But you get exploding dice. Yeah, I'm looking here, Joe, and I think that -20 applies because I'm trying to grapple more than one person. So you might be out of the woods here on the second grapple. But go ahead and give me that damage grant. First of all, do your fists count as magic?
They do for the purposes of damage reduction.
Okay, great.
And that'll be 10 points of damage on the first strike. Let's see if the second strike in the land purchase on the skin of this creature. That will be a 23 to hit.
That is a hit.
Okay, here it comes.
10 points of damage on the first
almost
one.
max. 15 points of damage.
Okay, 25 points of damage.
Nice.
It has taken damage. Huge.
Pretty good.
Let me just look at my things here. I really want to resolve this grapple thing with Joe, though, because this could be the be-all, end-all.
I see that maintaining a grapple is a standard action, right? But when you have multiple arms and multiple attacks, does that matter?
Right, like next round, I got to try. I either can release the grapple on Johnny or attempt to maintain it. But I'm wondering if once I've already grappled Johnny, that's done. I can try and maintain it next round. But if I'm trying to grapple another person, do I take a penalty because I'm already grappling someone else beyond the penalty for having the grappled condition? I'm gonna miss first edition. I just don't know. You can attempt to grapple another creature if you yourself already grappled. Normally I wouldn't spend this much time on it, but it's life or death.
I'm
All right, so-
recusing myself.
Do
Unless
you
I
know the
find-
answer?
No, unless I find something absolutely definitive, and I don't consider piezo forms to be definitive. So
No. Unless
there's nothing in the rule book.
James Jacobs
I can
rules
see
it.
that is clear here. But there's a -20 penalty.
yeah, this is
But
coming
it
up a
also
lot.
says you don't take a -20 penalty if you have the grab ability.
Wait, where do you see that? Because that's huge.
Again, all forums. I'm
Yeah.
not looking at. I have the rule book open here, reading this stuff.
Remember when we used to use the rule book?
This is deep state stuff.
Here's what I use part of his body if it chooses. Yeah, the creature has the option to conduct the grapple normally, or simply use the part of its body it used in the grab to hold the opponent. If it chooses to do it, takes a -20 to maintain that grapple. But that's if you want to avoid getting the grapple condition. Yeah, I don't know. I'm seeing the -20 a lot, but I didn't see that thing you said, Joe, about...
I'm not seeing anything definite. Again, nothing definite.
Yeah. So you know what I'm gonna do? This I'm gonna say take that con damage back. Take the damage you took from it back. I'm only able to do it if I take the -20, which in which case wouldn't have grappled you.
I'll take it.
Yeah, that's. It seems
because
like that's the
I'm
consensus. And you know, this is life or death here, and where it's not super clear, I'm going to rule in your favor because the odds are already so stacked against you. Yeah, it's a lot of gray area. There's people who probably think there isn't gray area, but I think it is. So it is Johnny Halfling's turn.
All right, Johnny, he's going to do a quick knowledge planes, so we haven't done that yet.
Yeah, you know, they say the third round is the round to do that free knowledge check.
I don't know anything.
Okay.
All right, so he's going to sing for his last round, and he is going to, again, slap Rafo's meaty thigh. Say, go get him, big guy! Smack! Bit of luck.
Okay, bit of luck to Rafo. Huge.
Yeah,
Let's
huge.
round out the round with Vern.
All right. Here is what I want to do.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Vern would like
Making
to
me work.
leap over the banister
Okay.
into this square.
I'm with you so far. We'll do a little acrobatics check.
Okay. And then I want to move around, and I have the movement to get to this square. I'm holding the potion of lesser restoration in my hand. So with a standard action, can I shove it into Rafo's mouth?
I think it's
I
a
am
full
3
round
feet
action
tall.
to administer a potion.
It's true, but he is conscious and could, you know, I don't have to do any of like the pinching of the lips or the tilting of the head back. I could just shove it into his open mouth because he's screaming, no doubt, in pain.
Right. An unconscious creature, it's a full round action. Can you administer a potion? Of course, there's forum right here. It would provide the rules don't specify. However, if you did my only issue. Like, what's... I guess the difference is that he can free action move his mouth in the direction of your potion. I'm going to say you can do it.
Okay, great. Acrobatics check to leap over the banister.
Yeah, not fall and then not make it over there.
20.
Yep, you're fine. You land nimbly, but you don't forget your speed will go down because you use acrobatics.
Ooh, that's a good point. So let me see if I can do it now. If I land there... So
You could jump farther if you needed to as well.
Oh, that's true. I could jump farther.
Yeah.
I had an extra square.
Can you spare a square? I can't
Let's
spare a
say
square?
Would you grant me with a 20 that I could jump to this square?
Yeah, sure.
10 foot jump.
Yeah.
And then then I can make it. All right.
Okay.
And so I'm going to administer a potion of lesser restoration to my old friend Rafo.
Okay.
My old friend / employee, Rafo.
That's right, your employee.
Started as employee and employer, and it is friends.
And it is lovers. That'll be coming out of your pay, though, I'm sure.
2 points of con are healed. Wish it could be more.
Better than nothing. That's a whole point gain, baby. Thank you.
Okay. It is the fourth.
I'm still here.
It is the fourth round. Okay. The building is collapsing. It is completely collapsing around all of you. I need everyone to roll a reflex save. If you fail this reflex save, it's It's not good.
Roll twice, Rafa.
Zakari is really quick today. That's a natural 20. The current +0 on reflex.
I couldn't tell which way you were going there, Joe.
Yeah. I just can't believe it is his worst stat on his entire sheet is reflex. And it's just like, and it's getting worse with all these conditions, and he just keeps rolling higher on these saves.
Okay. Vern?
Vern rolled a 5 for a 10.
Rafa?
Rafa's first roll resulted in a total of a 12 for aforementioned reflex save. His second roll, however, resulted in a 21.
Oh.
Johnny?
Natural 10 for a 16. For Johnny Halfling.
Okay. My heart is leaping. The creature is going to roll a reflex save as well.
Really?
On roll 20.
It's
That's
not
thrilling.
It's not
Let's see it,
immune to
Troy.
buildings falling on it?
Why doesn't it just grapple every rock that falls, since it can grapple 80 objects around?
Why even
It has
have
multiple
tentacles?
attacks. It can grab a whole house.
Look at it,
Why
suck
even
the
have
con right out of
tentacles?
those rocks.
Okay.
That was funny, Grant.
This is what happens right now. Oh, you know what we forgot? I said it at the beginning, but we haven't been keeping honest to it. The whole ground is difficult terrain.
Oh.
Remember I said it like the first thing and we just forgot. I don't think it's going to matter because...
I never heard it. I must have just missed it.
Yeah, I
never
said
heard
it.
it either.
It was like the first thing I said. Whatever, there's a lot going on here.
I never heard it. It didn't happen.
Yeah, well, I didn't keep
I'm
it to
sorry,
it.
Your Honor. I have no recollection of that.
The entire building collapses. Raffo and Zakari and Johnny take 16 points of damage. Vern takes 33 points of damage and is buried under the rubble of the building.
This is laughable.
Johnny's unconscious and dying.
Oh, gosh.
Johnny's
I mean,
unconscious. and
Zakari
dying.
is, he's grappled
I'm
right
pretty-
now. I mean, he's done.
Pretty close.
The creature takes some damage. Now it's about... Hold on.
I can't wait to dig all the way into this in the after party. You better have the module out, because I'm asking every question under the sun about this nonsense.
And I've been soft. I forgot the stench ability the first round. I mentioned the difficult terrain, and we haven't been policing ourselves.
Here's another question. Is all of that nausea stench gone in this building?
Yeah, I've mentioned that a few times.
Okay.
The hole in the building has aired it out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's be real here. I don't think everyone's going to survive. So now it's about who's going to survive and can you defeat this thing. It took damage as well from that fall. This is really interesting. I think as a party, take some time on your turn to roleplay. You might be seeing your friends for the last time. How can you find a way to win if you can? Which may mean sacrificing your good buddies. It is Zakari's turn, top of round 4.
I can't roleplay. I'm unconscious.
Damn it. We were counting on that skid.
I could go take a nap. I mean, that's as close as I could get right now.
That's right, he said conscious. Oh no. At least you're not buried like Vern. Matthew,
true.
go ahead. While you're waiting for your turn, Matthew, go ahead and read the
It'll
buried
be nice
rules.
to die above ground. That'll be a real treat.
Are you unconscious as well, Matthew?
No, I'm okay.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and look up the buried rules while you're at it. Joe, what would you like to do? Difficult terrain. Now it's definitely difficult terrain. The building has collapsed.
Zakari is going to have to heal himself, or he's just going to immediately die when the creature attacks with... He could go down from 1 tentacle hit. I can't see any other solution. My 2-hit is horrific with the grapple and the sickened. I can't hit the creature without a natural 20. So yeah, I'm just going to expend a 2nd level spell that I haven't casted and cast Cure Moderate Wounds on myself. Oh wait, I can't even cast spells!
Why?
I can't. I gotta do all this fucking nonsense, this grapple nonsense to cast the spell.
You're not grappled. Remember I said that only Johnny was grappled.
Oh, right.
You're not grappled.
Okay.
And did you give yourself the damage back, the con
I did,
damage?
yeah.
Okay.
I did. Yeah, without that, I would be like 1 point away. All right. Yeah, I'm just going to heal myself and try to outlast it. Maybe Raffo can get a few hits off. I can get Raffo back up. I don't know.
I'm all flustered.
Vern, I see the burial, but his whole focus right now is going to be on taking the creature out, because Vern can survive a few minutes under there probably, and he's safe from the creature right now. All right.
Safe.
Well, from the creature, should be at least. Same thing with Johnny. I could get Raffo up, but if I go down immediately, then Raffo's got nothing. So I'm just going to try to keep myself up.
You probably don't feel this way, but do you know I'm rooting for you guys? I really want you to win. I don't think you will, but I am rooting for you.
It's times like these that I think to myself, how many total combats do you think we've played in all of our shows with you, Troy? Like, how many do you, like, just, if you had to guess?
600? I don't know, hundreds.
Let's say conservatively 500.
Okay.
I think it's more than that, but I think it's important to remind ourselves that in all of those 500 combats, we are 499 and 1.
Yeah.
So you were gonna get one here and there.
We're the Harlem Globetrotters. We have the same record as the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah.
Let's bust out the ladder to start dunking from a position of advantage.
Mercury Morris already phoned in after the end of the Midnight Mirror, so you don't have to worry about.
Already drank the champagne.
Joe, you still thinking about healing?
And then I just remembered that I have to cast defensively anyway, and I'll just lose the spell. It's so insane. This small, tight little room with this creature with 10 feet reach, and it's all difficult terrain, so I can't take a 5-foot step. Right?
No, it's the worst thing ever.
Yeah. All right.
It's the worst thing ever.
I will roll to cast defensively.
Okay.
So let's see what happens with that nonsense. Natural 1.
Oh my god. There it is. Natural 1. It is the creature's turn. The creature lets go of Johnny's limp biscuit.
You did it all for the nookie.
He did it all for the nookie.
Come on.
And he's going to unleash some fury on Raffo here. I think Raffo is probably the only combatant that can take this thing down. It's going to be a slugfest. Can it take Raffo up? Removing the grapple condition. Raffo's got a high AC. Here comes the bite. 27 on the bite.
Hits.
That is going to be 15 points of damage on the bite. Tentacle 1. 15.
I once
Miss.
read for Tentacle 1 at a reading. It was I was close to getting it.
That's good.
That's good.
That's good, Grant.
That's good, Gray.
Tentacle
Bottle
2. Tentacle 2 is a 28.
That's a hit.
There she is. There's the old mistress. That's going to be 6 points of damage. Let's attempt the grapple. All right, you got a good CMD. Wasn't a good roll. 27 against CMD.
Grappled.
Grappled.
26 CMD for the record.
Okay. For those of you following along at home, which is everybody. 2 more tentacles. Lower chance to hit. Next one is a 24. That one hits
That does hit.
7 points of damage. Final tentacle is a miss with a 17. Let's roll out some more con damage. 4 more points of con damage. It's just the worst thing ever. I guarantee if any of you survive, you're not coming back to Carrion Hill. This place is terrible.
Place sucks.
But at least it will be completely decimated, as well as the world.
Well, I also think it was really well written module. It was really well crafted because they told you as soon as you walked in that it was an impossible beast from another world that you had no hope of defeating, and they were exactly right. It was really well done.
Well, it's all about tactics and placement. I was setting up today, and I'm like, God, this sucks. Joe and Skid, if they don't roll a higher initiative, they're the ones that are going to get this thing.
That's not tactics at all.
You rolled. No, but I'm thinking if they don't roll high initiative, it's like 2 combats in a row. They're the one that's going to get the brunt of this. And then Joe, you rolled higher, but with its reach, you didn't. You wanted to do what you did, and staying
I
away
wanted
from
to
this
make
thing.
it visible. I thought that was somewhat
huge.
important.
I think, in retrospect, do you wish you moved further away to do that, or you couldn't?
I couldn't.
Well, you could. You just didn't know what the range
I couldn't
of this
even
was.
move as far as I did because it was difficult terrain,
Because
which
of
I
difficult
missed.
terrain. Right.
So I couldn't even move that far.
Getting this thing to have to move to you and do 1 attack, which, by the way, is a vital strike, is a lot better than sitting there and taking 5 attacks.
Yeah, but I also, when it's invisible, I might have some guesses or assumptions. I had absolutely no idea what it was. The size, if it was multiple creatures, you know what I mean? Like, I had no idea until we saw it.
Yeah.
I had no idea it would have reach. That never occurred to me. You know what I mean? So it's just...
Yeah.
I would have spent that round just withdrawing, and then leaving all of my allies unable to see the creature for an entire round.
That might have been better, though. Everybody get away.
No, in retrospect.
Yeah, of
yes.
course, yeah.
But in hindsight, yes, but not at the time.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's fair to blame the module. I think it was you made a decision, and it was the wrong decision. There were decisions you could make in retrospect where maybe all of you wouldn't die. But in this case, it's Rafo's turn. Rafo, let the folks at home know how you're doing with HP.
Ravo has 14 points of health points left.
He's grappled. That con damage. You got 8 points of con damage? Or
6 currently.
6, because he gave you the rest of.
Yep. And Ravo has a flashback to last turn, where he immediately has another flashback. And that flashback goes back to Zakari saying things like,
Open the door, Raffo.
Johnny Halfling, slapping him on the butt, giving him a bit of luck. An old Johnny Bob Pock. What is your name? Vern.
Johnny Bog Pop. That's
Johnny
what they
Bog
call him
Pop.
back in
Bog Pop?
Vietnam.
I mixed up the 2 names.
That's my real name. That's
Johnny
Johnny's real name.
Shoving that potion down my throat, and it was the only thing that kept him actually from running out of the door and abandoning you guys, because he's hired muscle. But now he's made his bed and he is on death's door, and I think these are the last actions. But
Of a desperate man.
Do I still get the bit of luck, even though you're unconscious?
Yes.
Okay.
You do.
Shaylin has blessed you.
Okay.
The blessing continues.
Johnny is just the conduit.
Right.
I'm just gonna. Hey, it's not about Johnny Halfling. It's all about Shaylin.
He sticks a little pamphlet in your back pocket
That's
before
my
he
last
falls.
act. Sticks a little pamphlet in your back pocket.
Okay.
Talk to me, Grant.
First attack is a 22 on the first die, 18 on the second die. Does a 22 hit?
22 does hit.
Okay. This is with power attack off because I can barely hit. That is going to be 10 points of damage on the first strike.
Okay. Overcomes its DR because you got magic fists.
So the first attack is an 18. The second attack is a 23.
That is a hit as well.
Okay. 6 points of damage.
Okay. And you got the grapple condition on, yes?
I do, yep.
Okay.
I'm only hitting at a +5/+5 without power
Skin
attack on.
of your teeth. Thankfully, a bit of luck got you over the hump.
And we have 7 rounds left of second, so well, that'll be over soon, is all I'm saying. We'll be alive. We'll be
Fingers
fine.
crossed. It is Johnny Halfling's turn. Johnny, roll to stabilize. How many
It'd be
points
hard with
under
my
are you?
Con damage. That's a natty 15.
You should be fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm stable.
Yeah. Or you're stable.
Yep.
Johnny's stable. probably Johnny is in the safest place possible until this thing kills Raffo, Zakari, and Vern, and then just mauls Johnny's unconscious corpse. It is Vern's turn. Vern, you are buried. What did you learn about the buried rules during our little break?
Nothing good, Troy. Nothing good.
Nothing good. Give us a little Reader's Digest, little cliff notes.
Basically, if one of my friends who wasn't buried could dig me out, I might have a chance, because they can, in a minute, they can clear rocks and debris equal to 5 times their heavy load limit. That's in a minute. However, a person who is buried, a buried character can attempt to free himself with a DC 25 strength check. It may surprise you to learn that Vern is not particularly strong.
Shocker.
However, I would say if there's enough loose room that I could try to free myself, that I would have enough loose room to withdraw my holy symbol from my shirt and present it and channel positive energy for the last time today.
I think that's totally fine. I can see you like you're just covered in timber and debris, midden stone, that gross purple-hued cockroach stone all over you, and you just reach into your, like, who's your deity?
Pharasma.
So what do you say?
It's like, Bower of Pharasma. So hopes this helps. And a little tiny fist clutching a symbol pokes out of the debris.
Like the Undertaker, buried alive.
Or like Little Shop of Horrors, the movie.
Yeah.
Little
Okay.
fist.
12 points of healing for everybody,
Wow.
including the creature.
Wow. You just killed Johnny Halfling.
Yeah.
Maybe not. It's round 5.
Wait, I also have. Can I do a knowledge check?
Yeah, sure. You can kind of see it through the cracks. Imagine your viewpoint right now. You're buried beneath this rubble, and through the cracks, you're still viewing this thing, just grabbing at them and biting them.
18.
18. Now this is beyond you.
Great. Well, then I would like to use my final move action, possibly ever, to taunt the creature. And I use particularly vicious language.
Okay. That was.
And I try to get it to come at me.
If he spoke anything but Aklo, he would be very offended.
My tone really carries. It's really just rude. Rude is what it is.
Now, 3 of you might be sickened, but where the building has collapsed, you don't have to roll reflex save anymore at the top of the round for the falling debris.
Silver
Told you it's not
linings.
so hard. Silver linings. You gotta look for those silver linings, Grant. It's top of round 5. It's Zakari's turn. Zakari, I will say, I'm not 100% sure it's a TPK now because of Raffo landing those 2 blows. But it's gonna take a lot more to make sure there isn't a death here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm limited to 10 feet of movement. Anything I do provokes. Everything. Every heal, besides channeling. Which I could do. Just reboot the fight, basically.
Just reboot the fight.
Fuck.
Can you teleport him 20 feet away? Do you have that
Is this
ability?
divinity?
6th level? Oh, Johnny. Pog cup.
You know, Zakari just getting a bit of juice there from Vern, feeling the powers of his holy energy emanating from the pile of rubble. Like, this one is for Vern. And he's just going to try to roll a natural 20.
Yes.
And swing at this thing with his mace.
Yes.
Morningstar, sorry.
Wow.
Here we go. Have to roll a natural 20. Or close. Don't have to roll a natural 20. Because he's not grappled now. Could you imagine if he rolled a goddamn natural?
That's what heroes do.
My last roll was a natural 1. He's
You're
got
due,
this.
O'Brien!
I'm due! He's blood just coming off of sweat, grime. He's nauseous, feels like he's gonna throw up.
This is a Dark
Swings.
Souls boss you're fighting.
Yes, it really is. And this is when like there's like an eighth to like a 16th of its health left, and like you're like, I shouldn't be standing here, but I
white
think I
knuckle.
can just finish it with one more swing.
You're supposed to take 2 swipes and
And he
move.
swings natural 9. Natural 19, not natural 20. But that is a 23.
Come on, baby.
AC 22, that is a hit.
That was with power attack, BT dubs.
Wow, you left power attack on?
Well, it only made a difference of -1. You know what I mean? So I was like, fuck it, I need the natural 20 anyway.
Dude, we've all been there. That dart where you're like, why did I swing 3 times? Why did I swing 3 times?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to get out of there.
Phenomenal. Okay. That is 7 points of damage. And it is a +1 cold iron for the purpose.
Okay, so it's magic, so it bypasses DR.
So 7 points of damage.
Okay. I mean, it's really going to come down to right now because it's its turn.
Yeah.
Just brutal. All of you are within reach at this point. Might as well just go around the horn. Now, Vern, I will say Vern is buried, so I'm going to take Vern out of the equation. And Johnny...
I did taunt it viciously.
You did. All right, you're back in. I'm going to give you a little bonus to your AC, though, because you're covered in debris. Give yourself a +2. Okay. First, I'm going to try and bite Zakari with one of my arm mouths. That's going to be a... Who am I grappling right now?
Raffo.
Okay, so release the grapple on Raffo. And that's going to be a 22 against you, Zakari.
God damn it, dude. -1 is my AC exactly. Like, the luck, your luck is ridiculous.
Yeah. So that -1 is still active, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, actually, I don't know. I'm not keeping track. It was 5 rounds, so it actually might be coming to an end kind of soon, but I don't think it's over yet.
I think you did the 3rd round, so you're still okay. It's only the 5th round. You're going to take 14 points of damage from that bite, though.
Jesus fucking Christ. Could you ever just miss?
I do against Grant's characters.
You do, frequently.
Here comes a tentacle on old Vern. Vern, give yourself a +2.
Give him a
Miss with a 16 or 15 because of prayer. I want to do another one against you. Ooh, almost a natural 1. I only say that because the 7 looks like a natural 1. That's another miss. All right, let's do one. You know, I'm going to keep coming after you, Vern. You really deserve to take some con damage.
I really am saying some horrible things.
Yeah,
I
well, you brought
insulted
this
its
on
mother,
yourself.
Its father, its cousins.
That's going to be a 27 to hit.
That hits.
Go ahead and take max damage, 10 points of damage. And then here comes the inevitable grapple and con damage. Oh, yeah. Yep. I'm not even going to give you the number. That's definitely a grapple situation. And I'll just roll the con damage. Now, once again, I see chat's all up in arms. Blood drain doesn't work like that. It does for him. 3 points of con damage from the Spawn of Yog-Sototh. And then I'll finish with one tentacle smack on Zakari. 22 to hit, -1 is a 21.
Are you goddamn fucking kidding me? Would you stop with this bullshit every single time? Exactly my AC every time?
And you take 5 points of damage from that smack. He was just like, hey, quiet down. Psh, 21. All right, nobody died yet.
You're not grappling?
No, because I grappled Vern.
So you dug me out of the rubble?
Vern.
Thank you, Spawn of Yog-Sototh.
This isn't 5e. You can't just make that shit up. Yeah, you better pull out, and then now you're a lizard. All right, Raffo, you're up.
Oh boy, brother. Seeing Vern, who just saved him and he thought was dead, be pulled out of that rubble actually gives Raffo hope in this battle. He has
Just stop making that. Stop trying to make that real.
He has to land true, though. Here it comes. 19 on the first attack. Miss. Second attack is a natural 20.
Wait, really?
Yes.
No. You should be way more
Why
excited.
are we not screaming?
Roll to confirm.
I'm
because
so,
I gotta
I'm so
confirm.
terrified. I
gotta
can't
confirm.
It just looks like you're masturbating. Furiously. Keep their hand above the table.
Oh, I don't think so. It was 16.
No. But if it was a natural 20, that's exploding die.
Yeah, but it's... Come on,
So his
baby.
AC was 22 when he was grappling somebody? Or ungrappled? Could you just give me his exact AC, please?
We'll talk about this in the after party. Grant, did you
8
explode?
points of damage.
8 points of damage.
It's a big difference because I have power attack off because I'm just... I want to confirm these crits and stuff, you know? I finally am turning it off because I've been reduced enough.
All right, then. Oh, interesting. Jake Bacon threw in this little quote here. I don't like to pay attention to chat, but I did see if you successfully grapple a creature that's not adjacent to you, move that creature to an adjacent open space.
That is true. That is
if no space is available, your grapple fails. Vern, you're out of the rubble.
Yeah.
You are no longer buried alive.
Because of that con damage, though, I've got 4 hit points.
That's called the Jake Bacon bottle cap. You will now die and everyone will see you because you're no longer buried. Pretty sure you're going to die. It is Johnny Halfling's turn. He's still on. Oh, no, you're no longer unconscious.
Johnny
you are
is
prone.
Conscious and prone. He's going to stay prone. And he's going to stop singing. He leans over and it's just like, come on, you big, beautiful man. And touches him right on Rafo's heel and gives him yet another bit of luck.
Oh, my goodness. It's so funny because, like, Vern and Zakari hired Rafa, like, the day before or something that you guys met Johnny.
Yeah.
So still, the relationship between Johnny and Rafa is different between the employer-employee relationship.
We're artistic collaborators. Johnny wrote my entrance music.
Yeah, I wrote his entrance music.
Entertainers.
Johnny wrote your entrance music that mentioned Shaylin 3 times and Johnny Halfling once. And Rafa, I don't even know if he mentions Rafa.
It really gets the audience hyped, though.
Gets him hyped, you know.
Oh, Johnny Halfling.
It's a ring song by Johnny Halfling.
Vern, it is your turn. I think this is going to be your last turn, buddy.
I'm thinking so too, unless... What are the rules about drinking a potion while you're grappled?
You need to have 2 hands free. I think you could reach into your packet.
Full round action.
And drink it. I don't see why not. I'm watching you guys' faces, like, because you would know the answer and not tell me.
Oh, no, I'm pretty sure that it does not. It provokes an attack of opportunity. I don't think being grappled stops you from being able to do it. So, and you can't. I don't think you can provoke from the creature that is grappling you.
I'm not going to do it because it's too much of a gray area and it will kill you. So, good, drink your potion.
I don't see why you have to have 2 hands to drink a potion. You could do it with 1 hand. So,
Especially
anything you can do.
And they're corked, so you could pull out the cork with your teeth and still drink. Like, for me, flavor-wise, it makes sense.
Yeah, and you're using your standard to do that. I'm fine with it. How much did you heal?
It's 2d8 plus, what, 3?
Yeah.
I healed 12 points of damage.
Okay, not bad.
That's good.
So I may go unconscious, but may not necessarily die when it tries to kill me.
Top of round 6. It is Zakari's turn. The building has collapsed. That stink from the vats is overwhelming you, along with the stink from this creature from another world. Your friends could be seconds away from death. You yourself, Zakari, could be seconds away from death. What do you do?
I just don't know, man. This is so bad. I can't get to Rafo, basically because the creature goes before Rafo, which is the problem. If it knocks Rafo out, we're done. But I have no means of healing Rafo besides channeling, which also heals the creature. So the question is, can it keep Rafo off long enough to outpace the creature by 2 attacks with bit of luck?
You see Rafo struggling. You see his blows are not landing as hard as they usually do. Something's holding him back. Something's keeping him from outputting the normal amount of damage he normally does, even if it weren't this enormous monster. If it was some innocent person in an asylum, he may not have murdered them in one blow.
It's all, I mean, I know this fight is hard and we might be making some mistakes, but man, this is why we play. This is why we play.
All right, Zakari's just going to go down swinging. And just try to take him out, and he will go down. This is it. So unless you get unlucky next round, this is his last round of consciousness. Here we go. 1 swing. It's so irritating playing with you, Grant, because I keep thinking I have 2 attacks, because you always get 2 attacks when you're in full attack mode, and I forget we're only 5th level. All right, here it is. And I'm keeping power attack on, bitch.
Yeah, baby.
Come on. I think I need a natural 18. I think that's what we determined last time. Natural 12 is not going to do it. So At least he goes down swinging.
What's your total?
Total is 16.
Okay. That is a miss. It is its turn. It releases the grapple. On Vern. It then goes to bite Vern. -23.
Minus
Yep.
1.
Minus 1.
22.
Still hits.
11 points of damage.
Okay. It's still up.
Tentacle on Vern. 16.
Miss.
Tentacle on Zakari. 15.
Miss.
Tentacle on Vern again. 26.
Yep.
5 points of damage. Tries to grapple.
Vern is, I'm disabled. I'm at 0 hit points.
Oh my god.
Oh no. I may not have grappled you. It is going to be a 20 against your CMD.
My CMD is currently 14.
You're grappled. Will the con damage kill you?
It'll definitely take me unconscious.
Let's roll out my last tentacle attack first. Grappled, so it's going to be a little bit less to hit. It's coming at Rafa. Natural 19.
Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, Troy. Was one of your rolls was a 21, right? Or was it a 22?
It was a 23. Minus 1, it was 22.
It still hits me. I forgot to take the grapple condition off. Still hits me. Don't worry.
Grant, you take 8 points of damage.
What's the total, though? Adjusted.
Since
it's so late in the game.
27.
Yep, good.
8 points of damage, and now the con damage for Vern. Max 4 points of con damage.
Man,
Give
you
it-
rolled 1 con damage for me, and then only 4s and 3s since then.
4s across the board.
Are you using that broken D4 we talked about before the show? Are you using that
That's me.
D4?
That's
that's
me.
you. Okay.
I have the
No,
broken
this one's still
D4.
good.
I am currently
Sorry.
at minus 10 hit points. My con is 13.
Your con is 13, so you're 3 rounds away from permadeath.
Yep.
Oh, Vern. Oh, you know what, Troy?
Yeah.
Just take me out. Zakari cannot continue on without Vern. What's the point?
What's the
Honestly,
point?
what's the point? He
Here we
brought
go.
light into this world, Troy. Try to take him out.
Yeah. The light is about to go out. It is Rafo's turn. Every round that goes by, it's rougher and rougher. Chat's all fired up about blood drain. It's right. I'm sorry. It's right, and it's horrible.
Were this a match in the MWA, the Magnamar Wrestling Association, Rafa would currently be in some sort of submission hold, maybe a sharpshooter. His belly would be on the ground, he'd have his arm out on the bottom rope, and he'd be reaching out to the crowd to give him the strength he needs to go on. He follows Zakari's lead, enables power attack, uses the bit of luck to strike out twice. First roll's a natural 2. Out of the box, so nervous.
Really needed you. Really needed you.
16.
Rafa, we hired you to save our lives, Rafa.
6. Another miss. This is the final roll to see if I hit. This is it.
4 rolls to hit.
This is it. Natural 20. I'm not kidding. I am not.
Oh my god.
Roll to confirm.
Confirm it.
And you get, you still got a bit of luck, right? So you get 2
Yeah.
chances
Oh,
to confirm.
Okay. First roll
Anytime you would roll a
is an
d20.
11. Second roll is a 20.
Exploding
Would a
dice.
22 have confirmed?
Yes.
I should have left power attack off. It's minus 3 plus 4.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
you never know. You don't know what its hit point threshold is or what's left.
'Kay,
You might
here it comes.
need a power attack with that crit.
Exploding dice. 8 on the first roll.
Whoa.
Second roll's an 8. I'm not kidding.
Oh my God.
I'm not fucking kidding. Oh my God.
Ready theft. Ready theft.
Let's get comfortable, babies.
Oh, God.
Third roll is a 2. Okay, so that is a total of 12 points plus 3. 15
8 and
points.
8 is 16.
16.
16
18
plus 2 is 18.
14 plus your bonus. 8 and 8 is 16 plus 2 is 18 plus your bonus.
21 total. Oh wait, no, power attack's on. So that's sorry. 18. That's 25 points of damage. Plus 7 on top of that.
Still up.
Oh, God.
It's very, very close. Oh my God. And it's Johnny Halfling's turn.
Wow. Johnny is... Yeah, he's still prone, so I think he's just going to give one last bit of luck to Raffo.
It's worked. It's if it ain't broke, I mean, this might be your only chance.
Yeah.
You need that support here. One last bit of luck to Raffo.
Oh my God.
It's Vern's turn. Vern, roll to stabilize. You're at -10. -13 takes you out.
Oh my God.
I think I can only succeed on a natural 20 because my con modifier is now -2. This would be a DC 20 con check, right?
Yeah.
So natural 20 only.
Your con modifiers are -2?
Because you gave me 8 points of con damage.
Yeah.
Or 7.
And so, Troy, I'm sorry, you were reading the chat all about how it's only when you're pinned, and you're saying this specific creature doesn't work that way?
I'm saying the GM is creating this game, not Paizo.
I rolled a natural 3, so I do not stabilize.
You do not stabilize.
A point of damage.
Okay. Top of round 7. It's Akari's turn.
Sorry. So you decided that every time you have a grapple, you deal 1d4 con damage?
We could talk about it in the after party, but basically the way it's written in the module is the pin variety, and the way it's written in Hero Lab is the grapple variety, and I chose to go with that long before we started today's encounter because I thought it would make it more interesting. And
certainly more deadly.
This is a show after all. So let's see. You might still pull it out. It is your turn, Sakari.
Yeah, so I don't know if we'll pull it out. So basically, I have to roll really high to hit. Maybe I'll kill it. If I channel, maybe keep. Again, it's the same problem. It's giving it hit points.
Go.
Okay, I'm just gonna swing away.
This is your moment. This is your one shining moment.
This is huge.
Your one shining moment. Play the audio skid. Play the CBS audio.
You play fantasy football on ESPN, like your percentage of what your win percentage is changes throughout the day. Two rounds in, it was like 94% it's going to TPK, 6% you. It has shifted considerably. There is a chance you'll get out of this, but I mean, you need a huge roll here.
I love when a character is at death's door and is just the only thing left is just swinging, just like trying to bludgeon it to death here at the end.
Let the record reflect that when presented with the option to save Vern, Grant immediately shook his head.
Well, that was the other thing, is
defiantly.
it stabilizes Vern, but I just wonder if it's going to be pointless anyway.
Swing away. Swing away.
Vern is a casualty of war.
Hey, if I kill it, I'll also save you. Because you have one more round left, then I can channel. Here we go. I'll just kill it right now.
Let's go right now. 20.
All right, I'm leaving power attack on. Here we go. My third last swing. Come on, O'Brien. Same exact number. 12. 12 again for a 16. I mean, it's just a joy whenever I roll above 10. It's just a shame these ones aren't working out.
Gonna release the grapple. I don't even know who I was grappling. Got 5 attacks here. I want to really roll them out. Roll them out nice. Let's bite Zakari. Take Zakari out of the fight. Right,
Natural
Zakari,
one.
you're a hit away?
Yeah. Natural 1.
Natural 1. I wish I could lie. I wish I could lie. Natural 1 on the bite. It's gotta be fucked. This game.
Finally.
You jinxed me. Right when you said it, I'm like, fuck you, O'Brien. Natural 20. No, natural 1. Okay. Shit. I got multiple attacks, so before you read it, let me see if I confirm the fumble.
Hold on a second. Would you make Grant reroll?
Grant doesn't have multiple attacks. He has a power that gives him multiple attacks.
So do you. You're very existence is a power.
I have
in this world.
I have multiple attacks. Let's see our 10 creature. It's a 23. -1. I think this would be the last round of that would be a 22. So no fumble, but no hit. Here's the tentacle.
On Vern, brutal. He's already down.
On Zakari, 25.
And Zakari's down.
That's going to be 6 points of damage.
Unconscious and dying.
I will not grapple your unconscious body. I will, however, unleash 3 tentacles on Raffo. I've only been hitting like 1 on these. If more than one of these hit, that might be it. 1 might be it, especially with the con damage. Here we go. 18.
Miss.
2 more. 21.
Miss.
No, 20 because it's -1. This will be the last round of prayer. Last one. For all the marbles. Miss with a 16.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Night is always darkest before the dawn, brothers.
Raffo, you're up.
This is it, dude. Raffo. This
Just
is
reaching
it,
out to
dude.
the crowd to pull in the energy. 4 rolls. 4 golden rolls.
Dude, crit twice.
Turning off power attack. It's a dicey move, but I want that extra bonus. 10. 19 on the first attack. Miss. Second attack. 5 for the first roll.
Oh, come on.
5 again. And that was my lucky number that you gave me a thing on a couple days ago that I could re-roll. It was.
Yesterday or 2 days ago.
Dude, this is WrestleMania. The crowds, these are like near falls.
There was nothing else.
It was a long 3 count, man. But they pulled it away. The ref was like, nope, still on.
This is amazing. Side Quest Side Sesh. Johnny Halfling, you're up.
Johnny's going to heal. He's going to do a cure moderate on Raffo.
I like it.
You are within threatened range of the creature. So you'll need to roll a concentration check.
Oh, then it'll just give him another bit of luck then.
But didn't you just use your last one or no? You have an extra?
No, I have several. I've like
You have several,
3
okay.
more.
All right, so another bit of luck.
It's turning out just like the last one.
Raffo, luck is all you have. Vern, roll to stabilize. I think at this point.
Only a natural 20. Natural 20
natural 20.
automatically stabilizes, so.
Okay.
Natural 1.
You lose 2 points and die. That's my Joe impression.
Yeah.
All right, so
Man, and you lose 2. Brutal.
you are 1 round from permadeath. Be interesting to see here what Zakari does. Do you think
he's
you know
unconscious.
Zakari?
He's
So Zakari's
unconscious. He has no
unconscious?
idea.
Not interesting at all, Troy.
Zakari, roll to stabilize.
Actually, I know you think it's interesting. All right. I can do it. It's 10 plus the negative damage, right?
Yep, that's your
All right, so
DC.
it's DC, I'm -3 right now, so DC 13. Natural 1.
So what are you at now? Oh man, this is the Nikesra fight all over again. The tides are just. It's the Spawn of Yog-Sototh's turn.
I cannot believe this combat.
Well, I mean, now that I know what really happened, I'm like, oh, okay, it's a joke.
It's not a joke. It's not a joke.
It's a joke.
You can't look at it that way. How many encounters have you changed? I know you've changed encounters.
I have never done
bologna
1d4 con damage every round to get.
It's still a winnable fight. It's a series finale.
Oh, I mean, every fight is winnable.
I'm gonna do multiple attacks here. First, I'm gonna bite Johnny Halfling. See him.
Who doesn't want to
grabbing-
bite Johnny Halfling?
But fancy gloves, though.
He looks delicious.
That's a fancy
Those
glove.
silvery gloves. Every time they reach out to grab Raffo, they twinkle in the moonlight.
Glitter. He does. He has the sun silver condition on his outfit.
21 to hit on the bite.
That is a miss.
Oh, a
Oh,
miss!
still a miss anyway.
Johnny,
All right, then I'm going to give you a tentacle. 20 on the tentacle misses. All right, well, that really sucks. I'm going back to Raffo then. Raffo tentacle. 19 misses. Prayer is done, by the way.
Oh, right, I'm sorry.
2 more attacks. Fuck, come on. I don't want to switch die now. I just don't think you have it in you to miss on 4 attacks again. So I need to grab you and make those attacks harder. 25.
That is a hit.
That is a hit. All right, it's going to be minimum damage, 5 points of damage. And then to grapple, I don't know if I got you. 20.
Miss. Not
Against
grapple.
CMD. Okay, not
Slide
grapple.
right out of those gross tentacles.
Best part of that is you don't take the con damage.
Right.
All right, and then final
The very legal con damage.
the very legal con damage.
No, for the record, it's not illegal.
Right.
It's a 19 to hit on the final tentacle.
Miss.
I missed.
Question, why did you roll to grapple on the 3rd tentacle and not the 4th? I just had a curiosity.
I hit on the 3rd.
Oh, because you have to hit first.
Yeah, you have to hit, and then you
sorry.
get the free grapple.
Troy,
Gotcha.
you did actually hit me.
I did hit you.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay.
thank
I'm
you for
sorry.
being honest.
I was doing Sirenscape, so you took the -4 or whatever. You took the plus 4 to your
I
AC.
didn't say because it doesn't show up in Hero Lab because it's not necessarily against. It doesn't know if you're
Right.
Like it's a range attack. So yeah, you did hit me.
Oh, right.
I'm not going to try to grapple you because I've already rolled that against Grant, but I will give you the damage. It is 7 points of damage.
Okay, cool.
Johnny's still up. It is it is Raffo's turn. Raffo, you got 4 chances.
Raffo
Can you
has
do it?
proven too hot to handle, too cold to hold, and it's time to send this Cthulian beast back beyond the dark tapestry!
Here it comes. Attack 1. 3 on the die for the first attack.
God damn it.
Okay.
in business.
21 to hit.
Miss.
Oh, wait. No. That's a 22 because it's +6. It's +6. I rolled a 60 on the dice +6. It's 22.
Still a miss because he's not grappling anyone.
Right. Natural 20. Natural 20!
Okay, roll to confirm.
Out of the box. 16 on the die, 22, so not a confirm.
Not a confirmed exploding dice.
No. Second roll to confirm.
Oh, that's right.
Oh my god. Here it comes.
Grant has rolled like 4 nat 20s.
5 on the die.
Exploding dice.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of nat 20s. I mean, he's also rolled a lot more die than everybody, but
Not exploding, but okay damage. 12 points of damage.
Still up.
Oh my fucking god!
He has 4
dragging
hit
this out
points. 4 hit points left.
points? Where's a magic missile when you need one?
Just letting you know, it's 4 hit points. Vern, roll to live or die. A natural 20 and you live. Anything else and you are permadead.
right. God, I thought we could kill him.
It's the 8.
It's the
And it was
8.
right next to the natural 20. Vern is dead. It's your fault, Troy.
It's
Oh,
if anyone's fault, it's Rafa's.
Johnny
I just wanted to blame
What's
him.
your name?
Johnny Bognop.
Johnny Bognop.
Johnny Bognop, we hardly knew ye. Johnny Bognop.
oh no, he died. What was your name?
What was that guy's name? Oh, it was Johnny. Johnny Bognop. You're getting a lot of F's in the chat.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks.
4 hit points left. Confirm that crit, Grant. We don't. He'd still
story.
die. No, he'd
Yeah, it's
still
true.
die.
He had 2 chances to do it. It's just AC is so high.
All right, here's the good news. It's round 8. Only 2 more rounds of second. Zakari, are you stable?
No, I rolled a natural 1. 2 stable. I lost my D20. Went out of the box and then back into my jungle of chords.
Let's roll a D10 and double it.
I got. Hey, I missed it by 1. It's DC 14. I rolled a 13. So I'll lose another hit point.
God, it's down to Grant and I again. I mean, Johnny's still in there. Johnny's definitely the one that's keeping
Still up.
Rafa in the fight. Actually, did I skip? I skipped Johnny's turn, so I went right from Rafa to Vern. Johnny, you're up. I'm sorry.
Johnny has one last bit of luck. And he doles it out. Says, for Jalen.
And you didn't have a channel, right?
I have channels, but I don't want to heal this thing.
Okay, no, I didn't know if you, because you would have gone before Vern. I just didn't know if there's anything you wanted to try.
I see what you're saying.
I went I went out of order there, but anything you do is going to provoke.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not channeling. Channeling doesn't.
Channeling would.
Channeling doesn't.
Yeah. Okay. Zakari went. Did you stabilize?
I failed and I lost a hit point.
Okay. Let's do a bite on old Johnny. That is a 22, Johnny H.
That is a
hit. Johnny takes max damage, 16 points of damage on the bite.
Johnny is dead.
Johnny's
is
permanently dead?
Yes. Exactly.
I didn't think Johnny was going to die. I was fine with Vern dying.
He didn't
but
want
not
to get
Johnny.
wrapped up in all this.
No,
Drug him into it.
Oh,
It's
God.
terrible.
Well, no one else is
that's
going to take
horrible.
him in, to be fair.
Here's
Oh,
another
for
thing.
fuck's sake. I can't believe I really didn't think that was
I
going
just
to
want
come.
to throw this out there.
Mm-hmm.
While all this awfulness is happening, just wanted to bring up something that I think is by the rules, as written in the module, or in Pathfinder in general. I'm pretty sure that when Zakari went down, invisibility purge went away. So it's probably by the book invisible again. I just realized.
But we rolled differently on that because there was a divine thing with a bit of luck. Is that why I kept on going when Johnny went down?
Grant, I'll make life easy for you. It's just going to be a 50% mischance on top of your 4 rolls.
Well, he just touched you and imbued you with something. You know what I mean? Like that, to me, that could stay. But this is like, I don't know. I think the purge, it's personal. It's on me. It emanates from me.
It's personal. Okay.
Can we take a moment here? Johnny Halfling just died from 1 bite. Thought he would just go under. He is permanently dead. I have 4 tentacle attacks. They're all coming at Raffo. Everyone else is either unconscious or dead, Raffo. First attack, 20, misses. Second attack.
I'm sorry. Is the creature invisible? Because it's all against his flat-footed AC. Just if we're doing.
Does invisibility purge end when you go unconscious?
I mean, doesn't any spell that you cast on yourself? This was the Gormley fight. Man, we got into it too. Remember Troy on that street corner? We got into it.
We did.
Whether the spell totally goes away when you die.
Does it have
Does
a
it-
concentration
unconscious?
requirement, though? Does invisibility purge require you to concentrate to continue?
I'm
it?
seeing invisibility purge is not concentration from one person.
No, it's not
It
concentration.
doesn't end because concentration isn't required.
Yeah, it's only concentration effect spells.
Okay. But you don't fly isn't concentrate.
Well, Gormley never should have died.
Yeah, but the fly has its own set of rules.
True, it does.
Okay.
It does.
All right. Hey,
It's
I'm
just about
happy
the
to do that.
duration.
I didn't want to get some shit
No, it's
that
fair.
we
It's
lied
fair.
our way out of it.
Listen, we do our best. We're putting on a show. This isn't a home game. How many rounds? Oh, it's 1 minute per level, so you're fine. First attack was a miss. Second attack is a 21.
Miss.
Third attack, 14.
Miss.
Grant, you've got a fucking silver horseshoe
Right up my
in your
anus.
urethra. Final attack. If I hit here, you're going to take 1d6 plus 4 damage. I'm going to attempt to grab you, and if I grab you, you're taking that con damage, and it might kill you, it might end the fight. If I miss, you just have to hit him once, and you will win.
Please.
Two of your friends are dead, but you'll win.
I love it. Comes down to the one roll.
And I rolled a natural 9 for a 19.
Miss.
You got 4 rolls, 2 chances to hit. He has 4 hit points left. If you hit once, you will kill him.
You only
You will
got
kill a creature from the dark tapestry that just killed 2 of your friends in front of you.
These are the
This is for the heavyweight title.
These are the fights under the big lights you always dream about, Troy. I only got 4 opportunities. Do not miss my chance to blow. Here's the first one out of the box, of course. 4. 3.
Oh my God, Grant. Grant, you just gotta hit once.
4.
This is it. Here's the game. Here it is.
Wait, but I have a bit of luck. Oh yeah, this is a bit of luck. I'm doing it. It feels like it's not working though for some reason. That's why I'm acting.
It's very unlucky.
A total of 16 to hit. Miss.
Vern's dead. Johnny's dead. Zakaria, you stable yet?
Nope. Dying.
Please roll to stabilize. We're at the top of round 8 or 9. 9. Sick. Hey, Grapho, you won't be sickened after this.
Feels good, man.
Stabilized. Natural
Stable.
19.
Zakaria is stable. It's the Spawn's turn.
I need a fumble. I'm praying for a fumble.
If you had told me today that this was going to end exactly like the end of Midnight Mirror, I'd be like, there's no way. There's no way. Even though Rafo's the heavy, there's just no way. Somebody will have searing light or something. Here we go.
I need
Bite.
someone to come in with a folding chair and hit it in the back.
Almost a crit. 28 on the bite.
Hit.
12 points of damage.
Raffo has 1 hit point remaining.
Oh my God.
I can't believe you even have that much. It's amazing.
Battered and bleeding.
I got 4 tentacles, plus 10 to hit on all 4. My average is I hit you once out of those 4 times. $19.
Yes.
1 down, 3 to go.
Fumble.
Why would you watch anyone else play this game?
Fumble, 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 fumble.
What ended Braven? A natural 20.
Are you kidding me?
Natural 20. To confirm. Not confirmed. Let's just see if the other ones hit. 12. And the final one, 16. So again, the average hit. Natural 20, exploding dice. And it exploded. 14 points of damage.
Raffo falls and is 5 rounds away from dying.
Roll to stabilize, Raffo.
Oh, 18, finally. 21. So that was 10 plus, I said 5 rounds away. 23. Oh, so I don't stabilize. Right? Because it's 10 plus the damage underneath your account. Yeah, I don't stabilize.
Zakari is stable and unconscious. Raffo is unconscious and bleeding out. Johnny Halfling and Vern are permanently dead. as you hit the ground, Raffo, blood coming out of you, you just see the creature rear up and just boom down in the space where Zakari was lying. In the distance, you hear like, and as your eyes are going out, you can see torchlights and possibly people, moonlight glinting off of blades. It's the last thing you see as another tentacle just shaboom puts the light outs on you. Blackout. In that blackout, we see a candlelight, a lone candle. Sitting on a nightstand on a small desk in an even smaller room. There's a large figure sitting hunched over the desk with their back to us, just writing. You see a fur-covered hand reach out to dip a quill into an ink pot. And then we follow that hand back to a page as it writes a dedication, like you would find at the beginning of a book. It says, "For my good friends Maxine Vetro and the Crystal Ghost, comma, two totally separate people." There's a slight scratching sound from somewhere else in the room, and the figure turns towards us, turns towards the sound. It's Karazor. We follow the bespectacled Noel's gaze down to the floor where a piece of paper just lies there, just under the slit in the door. Karazor, what do you do?
Go over and pick up the paper, read it.
You pick up the paper, you unfold it, you read it, and it just says in a nondescript script, head to Daggermark in the River Kingdoms and seek out the owner of the Dryad's Tears. And it's just signed, an old friend. Life has been difficult for you since you left Karpad. A couple years have passed, and there have been several times where you have had to fend off assassins in the night who have come for you. No doubt from Nikesor, trying to clean up any loose ends. Do you want to head to Daggermark in the River Kingdoms?
Yes. Oh, I fear it is a land full of hillbillies, from what I've read. But now is not a time to be choosy. I go at once.
You head to Daggermark. It's about a 4 days journey, we'll say. You get there without any problem. You're careful. You know how to travel now, especially by night. And it's nighttime when you arrive outside of this small inn and tavern. Sign outside that says Dryad's Tears. What do? Go in and walk up to the bar?
Yeah.
Okay. You walk in, it's pretty busy. Mostly human crowd, but there are plenty of other characters there as well. You're in the River Kingdoms after all. I think Daggermark's the biggest city in the River Kingdoms, so it's bustling for a Wednesday night, a wheel day night. You want to meet with the owner. The barkeep looks up at you. Can I get you something?
Yes. May I please have an ale?
Sure. All right.
I can speak more slowly if you require it.
No, I understand. You want an ale.
Yes, one ale. Very good.
You got some kind of a problem, buddy?
No. I'm fascinated by your kind.
All right, well, that'll be whatever ales cost in this time.
Right. I so happen to have a bale at the ready. And he lifts up a big old bale of hay. Says, I'd like my change back, please.
Listen, buddy, I don't know what you've heard about Daggermark, but we don't take hay for money.
Oh, so what you're saying is my money's no good here.
No, it's 2 copper pieces.
Very generous of you, sir. I shall adieu back to my table with my free beverage. Thank you.
Bouncer, get that 2 copper pieces from him. The guy comes over to you. Hey, man, this drinks aren't free here unless you know the owner.
Oh, you take people money. Well, fair enough. Here you are. Don't spend it all in one place.
Don't cause any trouble. We don't like your kind around here.
My kind? Well, you should be so lucky. I'm only joking. I'd like to see the owner, please.
The owner? Bouncer's like, is he expecting you?
He should be.
Well, that table there in the back left, he's sitting there. If you don't have an appointment, though, I wouldn't get your hopes up. He can be quite temperamental.
Well,
that's him.
I think he'll see me. But thank you for the warning. And he goes over to the table.
There's a guy sitting there, human, male. He's got a long scar running from like his forehead down past his eye, all the way to the bottom of his chin, and scratch marks on the other side. Looks pretty rugged. He looks up at you. Hello. Who might you be?
My name is Karazur. I received a message to come to this place and meet you, I believe. Might I ask your identity?
Please have a seat.
All right.
My name is Stéphane Genereux, but my friends call me Cheliac Steve.
Oh, my goodness.
What can I do for you, Mr. Karazor?
I hear you're quite the polarizing personality, Chelly Steve.
Well,
I don't know.
My younger years, I've mellowed down a bit. How can I help you?
Well, I'm... to be honest, I'm a hunted gnoll. I've been chased from one end of Avestan to the other by some wretched people, and I suppose I look for some sort of sanctuary, some sort of relief, some sort of solution to this problem. I've lost my friends, I am alone in the world, and it seems everywhere I am beset by hillbillies. Can you help me, Chelly Steve?
Yes. I believe I can. He looks around. Keeps an eye on the door. Am I to assume that you received a note under your door?
I did receive a note under my door.
Okay. Well, just keep looking at me, and when I finish talking, I want you to laugh like I just said something really funny. Then I want you to slowly walk to that door there at the end of the bar and head upstairs to room 3B. When you get there, knock 3 times slowly with a pause between each knock, and then slowly scratch at the door. Like this. He scratches the table.
Luckily, knocking with pause is about the only thing I'll be capable of. Puts up his hand. Ha 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 ha! You always were the jester, Chelly Steve.
Yes.
Throws back his head.
Good seeing you, old friend.
You too, you too. And he goes up the stairs and follows the directions. Goes up to 3B and performs the actions as requested.
After you scratch across the door, there's a pause, and then you hear the door unlock, and it's just pulled slightly ajar. You push your way in, and you close the door behind you, and you see, standing on the other side of the room, 2 hooded figures and 2 children. Looks like 2 young boys. They're a couple years apart in age, and while there's something familiar about them, you can't quite place them. You don't really recognize them, but you feel like you know them. Then the 2 adults remove their hoods, revealing a man and a woman with masks covering their faces. The woman says, "Don't be startled, Karazor. We mean you no harm. You may not remember us, but I am Manar, and this is my father, Ataman. These are the Baroi children, Soren and Marek."
Oh, shit.
Yes, shit indeed. You were hard to find these past few years, but it's probably for the best. No doubt he has had assassins looking for you all these years as well. These two children live but for the grace of Zon-Kuthon and our protection. We cannot live this way any longer, and I assume neither can you. The man speaks up, Ataman. He's like, "There are rumblings out of Karpad that display that my brother put on when he executed your friends and Marek's parents were just the beginnings of his change. We were all changed by our years of captivity in the Midnight Mirror, but this was not the cause that we fought for. I loved my brother dearly for a very long time, but the Shay that I loved died in the mirror. The monster that has returned to Galarian must be stopped. Karpad is these children's legacy, and we mean to restore them and put an end to Nikasa's reign of terror." Manar jumps in. She's like, he has only grown in power. Rumors are that he is in league with the Fae now, having formed an alliance with a powerful satyr from the First World named Enofex. Together they have started stretching the boundaries of Karpad, conquering all the neighboring territories. They are consolidating their power, growing stronger by the day. The Umbral Court refuses to step in, and innocent people are dying to satiate Nikasa's lust for power. You owe us nothing, Karazor, and it is not up to us to say what you owe your friends. But will you join us in our quest to restore these boys and take back Karpad, but most importantly, destroy Nikasor?
Well, the machinations of this realm mean little to me, but I lost some very dear friends, and I have been hunted to the ends of the earth by this wretched hillbilly. I will join you. For long have I dreamed of standing toe to toe with Nikasor himself and ripping his dick off.
It's that type of vigor we'll need when the battle comes to a head.
So I pledge my great sword to you until I can achieve this goal.
Excellent. Ataman says, "This is good, but we will need others. Those who are willing to risk their lives for the greater good." Imagine this is like a film. Ataman keeps talking, but we're seeing like other things as he's doing voiceover. We see like Alfonso and Braven and the Crystal Ghosts and Karazor fighting the Blight Spawn of Glondur as it jumps out of the chest of Mayor Kriegler. He continues talking over this. He's like, "Those who are brave enough to face evil in all of its forms." We see Eric Mona's dwarf, Voldriff, fighting the drug dealers inside of the cave of the Two Owls. Those who have stared down the worst that the world can conjure up and still won. Now we see Zakari, Johnny, Raffo, and Vern just falling one by one to the Spawn of Yog-Sototh. We need heroes, Karazor. But in the meantime, the four of us are a good start. He says four, but there's five of you there if you count the children. But just as he says this, another hooded figure steps from the shadows, previously unseen. And you wonder to yourself, how long has this person been there? You didn't see them. Were they there the whole time? Just jumps out. And as they walk into the light, you see that they too are wearing a mask, but not a mask of the Shays. However, a mask that you instantly recognize and thought you'd never see again. Manar turns to the figure and says, "Allow me to introduce you to our companion, the Crystal Ghost.
What?
The end.
What?
What?
Good night, everybody.
What? How can you end on that?
Oh my god.
We'll see you never.
See you next year.